comrades, today is January 28, 2026 and the current time is 8:20 p.m. The Institute does not condone illegal acts. However, the Institute is beginning a new pilot program known as the Blind Eye Initiative. For the legal safety of those who are participating in this venture, we cannot disclose more in these announcements. Please reach out to your administrative legal team liaison for additional details. That concludes today's announcements.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Wait, why am I in a swimsuit? Hold on. There we go. Much better. Hey, comrades, how goes it? One thing before I begin. My tongue is like mildly swollen on my left side, so I might be sounding a little weird because I keep trying to not accidentally bite my tongue. And it's driving me slightly insane, so I might sound a little off. Because, like, maybe mildly lisping or something, I don't know. But hopefully it isn't going to cause too much issue. It's just really, really annoying. Also, you know how I was having those really bad internet problems the other day? I wish I was joking, but the solution was apparently to turn off and turn on the modem. And I went from having 50 up and 20, or 50 down, 20 up to, like, whatever I posted on Discord, which is like 300, 200. Which was crazy, and I was like, wow, turning things off and on again is apparently the solution to all of our problems. And I was like, huh, isn't that a interesting idea? So anyways, hopefully we don't run into any more issues. I did drop a couple of frames already, but it shouldn't be too big of a problem. And oh gosh, my tongue is really annoying. I'm gonna drink more water. Also, today's soundtrack is some playlist I found called the SimCity Build It OST. It's only going to last like maybe an hour, so we'll have to find other music later on. Anyways, oh my god, this thing is really driving me nuts. I'm going to have to be a little careful talking today. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know why my tongue is swollen. It's really weird. I didn't do anything bad, I promise. The only thing I did that might have been weird was like eat a bunch of like sweet chili Doritos and soak them on my tongue so I didn't have to like deal with the crumbs getting stuck in the gums of my teeth, but whatever. How are all of you doing, comrades? Hello, Ray. Congrats for being first. Also, hello, Zoingo. And Skyline and Goldenrod. And, Swit Q, who's, I know you're new around here. And Zeo Poser. And I know Sun's around. I think I said that already. There's probably some of the people who are hanging around who haven't said anything either. So, anyways, welcome to our wonderful little game. If you don't know what we're playing, this is a game that I like. Very fun game. I actually love this game a lot. This is called Software Inc. Basically, you run a software development company, and you can also do things like manufacturing things, but we're not really into manufacturing right now. We're just into the bare bones production of software. That's kind of where we're at. You might notice there's a lot of different things here. We are currently a company that produces, for lack of better words, antivirus software. All right, that is currently our major thing. But we are working on a brand new game engine known as the eLove engine, because it is a what is the details of this project? It's a game engine that we're working on that we'll be able to use to produce, well, video games. Specifically, it's going to be used to design visual novel games. I don't know why I could not think of the right word. You joined today. You've been here for a while, Scott. I know you have. Anyways, that's kind of where we're at with this right now. You might notice that we are also providing a metric. We're also running a call center business on the side. This is entirely just call center nonsense over here. So that's kind of where we're at right now. It's a bit of a disaster. So we'll see how this pans out. We are making a ton of money. So right now our main goal is to maintain our current software and develop the engine. In fact, most of our company's resources are being pulled into developing our eLove engine so we can make the coolest networking or visual novel software engine ever. And that's going to be what our main project is going to be today, to see if we can get that slammed out. Anyways, how well have you been doing? Hopefully you're all having hopefully a good day, and not in a day where you have to be drinking like crazy. Hopefully you don't die from over drinking, Zoingo. I saw that you said that you're drinking. Drink responsibly, etc., 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 all that jazz, right? So you might, so you want to know where we're at right now? So here's what we got. This is our company. This is me over here at the head table or head area. We've got the what is the, I know there's labels here. I'm trying to remember what for the labels is. There's a button for the labels. Let's see if I can find it. I can never remember what the hotkeys are. Okay, it's Y. So we've got programmers and designers, artists, and more code monkeys. So there's a lot of people that we got going around here as they try to slowly but surely develop our software programs. We also have an accounting team, which is just literally one overworked individual. And then we've got the overworked call center staff who are trying their best to deal with the fact that they're all crammed into these tiny little rooms with not much else going on. So it's a little tragic for them, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Also, yeah, we'll just keep this going. We do have a small team called Aquamarine, which I'm trying to remember what that entire team was designed for. Every employee, as far as I can, most employees are named after reviewers, so if you want to be a character in this, let me know. If you want to know if you're already in here, I can find out for you, depending on what role you're in. So it's a Programmatron crew without cubes. I mean, it's a thing that we can do. So right now we don't own this building. We're actually renting this building from the game, but it is a fairly tall building with multiple floors for different projects and offices, and even meeting rooms that we can utilize. So that's why there's a lot of stuff going on here. But we are only on the first floor right now. We have these rooms, these rooms, and then the meeting rooms. So we have essentially the first floor. We make a lot of money basically by selling, again, like all we literally do is just sell antivirus software. The funniest thing is that this thing actually has made so much money. Like the first two releases made no money, but then the third one just made $23 million, and it's like, okay, well, that's a fun way to make money. Aren't you already an employee, son? Let's see. You're not. All right. Let's see. If you want to drain your happiness, we could make you a. We'll make you a designer. Maybe this one. Your name is not Erica Walker. Your actual name is Sun 312772. All right. There you go. Now you're a hard worker. I'm sure you will contribute greatly in the name of, you know, company. Don't worry, we're gonna. I don't know if I downloaded a mod that allows us to make AI models, but I thought it'd be kind of funny. I don't think I actually did though. But there is a lot of different software you can make. So for example, right now you can make operating systems, games, management apps, office software. Games is obviously the most fun one because look at all these different things you can do. You could add 2D graphics, 3D graphics, audio card, all these different mechanics. Hi, Shika. Yes. Oh, I wish I was joking when I said that, by the way. So I was in desperate. So, okay. So context for the stream announcement. I was needing SSDs. So I went to my local Micro Center, which is it's basically Candyland for adults with money. And like literally all the SSDs were over like $100 per terabyte, like for the, and not to NVMe. So wow, this music is really loud. And so I ended up buying like a 2 terabyte one for myself, which was like around $210, and I bought like a 1 terabyte one for Ray, and it was like $110 for hers. And then I had to buy heat sinks because they didn't come with heat sinks, and both of us don't have our mobile boxes anymore with the heat sinks that were supposed to be part of it. And so I'm like, all right, let me just buy some spare ones. They were like $10 each. So I'm gonna install it hopefully over the weekend because I've been needing the space for it. And even the SATA, no, you know what's funny? The SATA SSDs were more expensive by like an extra $5 to $10, and I was like, this is ridiculous. Otherwise, I would have just bought the SATA drive for my PC so I could just, you know, just install some games on it. But unfortunately, that's not the case anymore. Apparently, my understanding is that prices for storage has gone up significantly in the last like 2 months, especially. And especially for platter drives, it's gotten really bad because I do home networking and have a home server that I use for mostly media storage. And apparently even getting drives for that, like when I bought like my drives, they were like 6 terabyte used SAS drives, and they were about like 50 bucks a pop, and now I think they're like 80 bucks a pop, and they're like used enterprise drives. I can't wait until like this entire AI bubble just completely crashes and kills like these companies, and then it'll be so fun gobbling up all the cheap equipment. In theory, it'll be cheap, or it'll just be really expensive. I don't know, but that's kind of where I'm at. Anyways, how have you been? Also, hi Fear, how are you doing? So anyways, yeah, we gotta also start updating our song. We're gonna update the Sodium Shield 3 while we continue to develop our designing the eLove engine. Okay. Some employees are unhappy with their job. Ah, who's unhappy? Who's not allowed? You're not allowed to be happy. Who's this? Lana's unhappy because disliking team members. Ah, yes. Okay. Got it. I am this is Alana getting sick of me posting making bad mod lists. That's how it works. Actually, where's Ray? I know Ray's a character here. Where's Ray? What Ray's up to? Ray's okay, good. Look at that. Look at that 100% look at that 180% compatibility. It's accurate. Hi Alana, how are you doing? Even though you're working with AI too. That's the timeline we live in. You'll become the SSD and RAM warlord when the bubble collapses. Oh my god, I can't. Like, the thing is, like, I mentioned this before. I was hoping to do a PC upgrade this year, but I realistically cannot justify doing a PC upgrade because of the cost of, you know, PC stuff right now, and it really sucks. I really wish I was gonna be able to update, but unfortunately, it's just not feasible. Also, our eLove engine project is slowing down a little bit, so maybe we can do 2 concurrent projects. Maybe we can do designing the engine while also designing Sodium Shield 4. Should we get ready to design 4? Oh my gosh, maybe we can just do a sequel. It can't be that expensive, like antivirus, default, and then just do it as a sequel to Sodium Shield 3 and just call it Sodium Shield 4. It probably wouldn't take that long to design. 100% expected interest with a price tag of $68.29. Physical store cut is $20. All we gotta do is get a publisher to do the marketing and the printing, and we'll self-fund it otherwise. I think that might be the correct solution. And then we'll probably do... I think we've been doing with Technobiolus Industries, so as long as they recoup their costs, then we get a lot of money in return. So we have about, like, yeah, I think this is fine. We'll do simultaneous projects. I think is okay. I'm trying to remember what I have a second team, by the way. I can't remember what this team does, but I think they're trying to... Oh, it's Exonian Infidave. So this secondary team that I have is actually designed to do contract work, because it's like basically baby work, and that way they can, it's basically like we throw them in there to train and get better, and then we bring them into the main fold later on down the line. I think is what I had intended for it to be, but maybe that's not really necessary anymore. I think we'll also just assign the Aquamarine team in here as well. So hopefully we'll be able to hire more people. If you don't have a character, we'll throw you in. I think Swift doesn't have a character, so let's just pick a character for you. I'm gonna make you... You can be this designer, I think is fine. Okay, and then let's get Chica in here too. Let's see, we're gonna make you a programmer. I'm sure I have a spare programmer that's not been taken yet. I amusingly do not have a spare programmer that hasn't been taken. Okay. And I don't want to just give you a... Actually, here you go. This one... You can be this one. This one's a designer that's actually really well paid. Actually, you can also be a programmer. Let's give you secondary programmer role, because you actually have really good programming skills. Okay. Yeah, okay, and then I'm gonna make this you. We'll use your the English Twitch name just because it's a lot easier to read that. Perfect. I like this game a lot. This game is definitely like one of those like silly games. Like, again, I love tycoon games, and I grew up playing a lot of tycoon games, which is why these games are so enjoyable to me. But I also understand, like, this is not a lot of people's like game. Wait, I thought we were... Wait, did we not start? Oh, I forgot to start development on Sodium Shield, didn't I? I think I forgot to. Wait. Okay, I think I forgot to set the actually start doing this. So we're gonna design this now. We're just basically gonna take the same software. Wait a second. I thought, were we not designing it? Oh, I guess we're not. This music is so like, okay. So the music I pulled up is the SimCity Build It OST, which is, it's a SimCity game, but it's like the really crappy mobile game thing. But I was like, okay, they usually make good music, but I didn't, but the music volume is just so all over the place, it's driving me a little crazy. Okay, so we're gonna do Sodium Shield 4. Okay, we're gonna get a... Okay, so let me see here. So, no wasted, we have enough designers. I do want to hire them to handle marketing and printing, because I can't be bothered to do either of those. So accept it there. And then we have about till May to finish designing the program. I think that's perfectly fine. Let's develop this and see how this goes. By the way, we could hire more people again. So so our core jobs right now is we have software development and we also have a call center, which I really wish I was joking, but unironically, this is our call center, and I probably will add another call center room. It's it's a little ridiculous. Wouldn't you agree? I would like to eventually build our own building, but right now we just can't exactly afford it. Listen, it works and it makes us money. Like, surprisingly, if you want to look at our finances, we do derive a significant amount. We derive $169,000 per month from the call center. We are paying way less than that in staff salaries. You might notice that we're only paying about $95,000 per month. So that thing more or less pays for the salaries of our workers. And then the rest of our money, it actually also covers the bills, which means we can just keep our main team focused strictly on software development. And I think that's actually a really good way of approaching this, right? By the way, we keep selling more of this stupid program. I don't know why everyone's really into Sodium Shield 3, but holy cow, there's a lot of people buying it. So that's kind of where we're at. I'm also gonna use this time to just kind of as a normal, just yapping session. Again, I don't know why my internet was exploding, but I was looking at some I was kind of looking at the my local network, like a local area, and there was some outages apparently because of the winter weather that we were all dealing with, right? And I hope everyone is warm and didn't suffer too badly with the whole, winter shenanigans that were going on. And if you did suffer, I hope you aren't suffering anymore. By the way, I'm gonna see if I can find more things. I did actually download some furniture mods, but apparently you can't add furniture mods mid-run. So we're only allowed to use whatever we have. Unfortunately, the game doesn't like me having more silly things, but I could do things like I could add... Thought I had a printer downloaded, but I might not have actually downloaded the printer. Huh, I guess not. Let's see. What else can we add here? I want to make these rooms pretty. Like the artist room, what about the core programmer room? Like, look, they got plants. Why don't we give them... Let's see here. What's nice? We can give them a TV. I feel like a TV inside of a room like that's probably very distracting and probably not a good idea. Let's give them... There's got to be something here that's actually somewhat useful. Where's your dual monitor? I actually do have dual monitors as an option, unironically. Let's add in... Yeah, well, apparently adding stacks of parcels keeps people happy, so I guess we'll just be like, oh, look at that. Let's see, let's find you. Maybe we can customize each person's room. All right, where are you located? You can actually assign specific seats too. So, for example, all right, you want this one to be your thing. I can assign this to you. See, just now this is only your chair, and no one else is allowed to use your chair. It's actually not a bad idea, because I think right now they're kind of just sent to use whichever one are available. But if you really want a dual monitor setup, I can probably do that. Let's get rid of this. And let's add in... Let's see. I know one of these is a dual monitor somewhere. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, actually, we could do it like this. Oh, that's flipping in. We could do like this one, like that. Yeah, oh yeah. No, I have a. I, as the head developer, have this really cool triple monitor layout that is completely unnecessary. There's also this quad monitor option from a mod, and I think there's a hextuple monitor option as well. But this one seemed a little excessive, so I'm like, I don't think I need it. But if you want to know what that looks like, there we go. Perfect. Wait, do you... No, okay, wait, that's... Wait, no, you don't understand. This is... Okay, hold on. I actually have one of my monitors like this. Hold on. So my actual, like, real-life monitor setup is... I have one vertical monitor, which is my left monitor, and then the bottom is the same flush as the center monitor. And then I have a third monitor on the right. I actually like the vertical monitor a lot because I was surprised because it's really easy to split it's nice when I'm splitting programs. Like I have one on the top and one on the bottom, and I need the top one to be kept out of sight, out of mind, but I do need to keep it like visible in case I need to peek at it. It's really handy. Yeah, there's like a lot of ways you can use it. Actually, no, you want to know what's really bad? My monitors are not all the same. My monitors are like a disaster setup. Okay, so here I'll tell you exactly what I have. So I have 3 monitors, right? Hold on. You know what? Here, you know what's better? I'll do it like this. I'll explain it like this way. Hold on, give me 1 second. Where's paint? Let me explain it this way. This is probably the easier way to describe my my monitor setup. Okay. So basically the way my thing is set up is I have which is the thickest brush I have. Okay. So I basically have a vertical monitor here, right? And this one I think is, I want to say this one's like 20, is that 21 or 24 inches? I don't have a tape measure next to me. Yeah, so this one's like 21. And then I have my center monitor, which is like this. And I think this one's like 24. It might be 27. I can't remember. It's one of the two, right? And then I have my regular, and then I have another monitor that's like this. And it's also 21 inch. It's like these two are basically the exact same monitor. Like this one and this one are the same. Okay, so not only that, but their frame rates are completely different. So this one is like a 60, because it's like a super cheap, like $100 monitor that I bought like an eternity ago. This thing got me through college, and I had this one too. It's also like a 60 hertz monitor that I had through all of college and university. And then I bought a gamer monitor when I got my first real job, and this one is like, I think it goes up to 165, but I cap it at like 120, I think is my cap. So it's a bit of a disaster. And I think also, I think these are LCDs. Actually, no, I think these are IPS. I think they're all IPS screens. Yeah. So, and if I'm also like, if I have my art tablet out, my art tablet goes like right here. So at most, I have like, if I'm like in maximum mode, I have 4 screens plugged in at any given time. It's such a mess, but it works for me. Like, I find this incredibly comfortable to have. I think the only thing that I would like is if I wish my desk was deeper, so I was seated a little further away from my monitors, because I actually don't have that much space between my face and the monitor. When you're using it, right? It's like, it's really good to just reuse it. And honestly, yeah, using the vertical is really good if I have to like read like lots of text, because one, I don't have to resize the window so that it's like kind of compressed, because sometimes you'll go to a website and instead of having like, you know, the text compressed in like a, you're reading like something like Wikipedia, right? So if you're reading Wikipedia, a lot of times that text just goes the entire width of the screen. But if you're reading vertical, it's a lot easier to like kind of manage, because it's, I mean, it's not, it's not as wide. So your eyes aren't flicking left and right as much. You're kind of just going down normally. And that's why I prefer to have the vertical monitor. It's just a lot easier for me when I'm doing anything that involves a lot of reading or that type of work. So I'm not crazy for having vertical monitors. I think vertical monitors actually do have a very valid purpose, but it's also not for everyone. Some people will call me crazy, but I love the vertical monitor. If I could, I would love to have, like, if I could figure out how, I would love to have like a stupid hexa screen setup like this. There's probably like no actual purpose for me to have that, but it would be kind of cool. I don't know, like, the thing is, like, with that amount of screens, you're not gonna use that for gaming. Like, you need that. It's like basically just like a terminal that you use for, say, like, say, like tracking tons of different data points, or having, like, because you're gonna be focused on like one monitor at a time. I legitimately believe in the benefits of a vertical monitor, despite what people may say. I am somewhat crazy, but I'm at least willing to stand by my conviction of having a vertical monitor. I'm willing to stand by it. I will shill it. Believe in it. It's just worth it. Okay, what was I doing? I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so let's get this updated. Okay, so Sodium Shield 4 is getting designed, and we are also designing the E-Love engine. So it's gonna take a little bit of time, but hopefully we can start developing Sodium Shield 2 probably by mid 2028. We'll start working on that. And then for the E-Love engine, again, this is primarily an internal tool, so we're not gonna be selling this. This is only for ourselves, right? Ah, look, everyone wants a raise. Oh, geez, they want a lot of raises. Actually, it's not that much raises. I mean, they're like 5% raises. Customer service wants a 7% raise? I don't know about that one, buddy. I don't think you're not getting that much of a raise. There we go. If we start letting them have 5% raises, oh, they'll all think they can deserve 5% raises all around, and that's no good. We can't allow that in our timeline. By the way, one thing that I do want to do later on, if we can afford to do so, is I will develop our own, what's the word I'm thinking of? I do want to develop our own console. I don't know if you've seen this game, but you can actually design your own game console and all like the different mechanics that is part of this device. And then obviously it's kind of treated as an operating system. So if you sell games with your console, people are going to want to buy it, right? So we'll try to do that at some point. I've actually been looking, I was actually considering buying a Steam Deck recently. I don't think I have an actual purpose for it, because the more I thought about it, like, I don't actually think I would use the Steam Deck as much as I think I'm gonna use it, and that's a little unfortunate. Why are you stressed? Wait. What's going on? Oh, no, you're... Okay, I see what's going on. This is not for you. That's for me, buddy. Get out of my seat. That's my seat. I forgot Normar is a call center employee. It's actually super loud in here, you can tell, so they're like really unhappy. We gotta find a way. By the way, look at these deals. If we're willing to keep providing technical support, they're willing to people are willing to give us more money. Or we could do hosting, actually. Where's the hosting? Hosting's an easy way to make money too. Just host someone's software for every couple gigabits they're using, make cash. So I don't know, maybe I'm the crazy one. Like, what do you all think on what's all your opinion on vertical monitors? Am I the crazy one, or am I the normal one? Hello, Rachel, how are you doing? Are you an employee of our wonderful company? I don't think you are. Let's see, what do you want to be? Do you want to be a software worker, or do you want to be a call service center employee? What do you desire to be? Tell us. What is your desire? Think of which, actually, we're gonna send Goldenrod to get some training. Let's educate Goldenrod. You have 3 points. I'm gonna get you educated in... Ooh, you know what? I think having extra 2D is good, so we'll do that. And then... That's probably okay for now. You'll be a dev? Alright, I do need to get more dev. Oh, here we go. This one's fine. Rachel Maelstrom. There we go. But you can understand myself. Yeah, I guess maybe it's a very divisive idea, but that's just how it's gonna be. Also, I'm gonna start. How do I shrink some of these? I don't really need to see all of these. I don't need to see the deals. I just need to see these. That's fine. So I just want to keep an eye on our main projects here. That's kind of the only thing I care about. How are you doing, Immortal? Hopefully you're having a good evening. Welcome to our magical adventure. Oh my gosh, I owe 3 million in taxes. I think I actually need to hire an accounting team. Okay. So I have one accountant. I think it's time we hire a proper accounting team. Do you? You do not. I will get you a developer when we find a developer. How about that? All right, it's time to hire an actual accounting team because we've made so much money. Yeah, all right. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to lease the second floor. We'll lease this room specifically. And we're gonna move accounting up. Oh, actually. Okay, so hold on. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make an accounting room. So we're gonna go up here, and this is gonna be the accounting office. And then this will be the accountant's head office, but we'll worry about that later. So if you want to be the head accountant, that's fine too, but I need to build the accounting room first. So the question is, how do we design this? First of all, let's make it daytime so I can see what this looks like. So we're gonna need we need an army of bean counters. Get an executive desk, but that's probably not necessary. Let's do maybe just a standard office desk. It's fine, like this. It's not the prettiest thing, but it works. Unless we want glass desks for everyone. Because I don't think the executive desks are really worth it. Let's do... Yeah. Oh, I guess the adjustable desk is probably fine. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do this. We'll do... Should we put it by the window? How many accountants do I realistically need? So if I have it like that, then someone's getting screwed and they're not going to be... Someone's getting screwed and not being able to see the sunlight. Because if I do it like this, right? So we do 1, 2, and let's say we split them up into cubicles, like, you know, like a proper office would, right? We can do something like this. Yeah, see, someone's not going to be able to see the sun, but I guess that's okay. I guess that's probably fine. All right. You reverse the sunlight? Are you actually? Does the sunlight... Do you fear the sun? Well, actually, this desk actually doesn't look too bad. It's okay. Let's choose... Okay, so accountants like to have multiple screens. So I think every accountant should at least have... Oh my god, look at this thing. You want to have a quadruple monitor setup? What is this music? Puzzle Charms level 80? This is not SimCity music. I don't like this. What is a good soundtrack to listen to that's not going to get copyright struck? Coffee Spring Jazz. I cannot function as an accountant with only one monitor. I need 2 monitors minimum to function properly. I wish I was joking, but legitimately, I have to swap between so many different screens all the time that having at least 2 monitors is like a must. Oh my god, wait, we could do it like this. We can make this look so ugly. Wait. Oh, that's so bad. You can see what everyone else is working on at any given time. What's privacy? You don't have privacy in this office. Get to work, bean counters. Alright, we'll get you a nice chair. How about that? We'll get you a nice, modern-looking chair. How about that? Ooh, look at that beautiful thing. There we go. So cheap to compare to a computer, and they last. They do last longer. Monitors last forever. Oh man, that looks terrible. All right, and then let's build the executive office. I'll lease this room too. Okay. So we'll have the executive desk. Ooh, actually no, I kind of like the other one. Like that. Ooh, you know what? Kind of like that. Oh, look at that. You can see what your employees are doing at any given time. We'll give you a nice chair. Ooh. And maybe, oh wait, yeah, maybe the person on this desk, maybe they need the 6x monitor disaster. Maybe just a triple screen is probably the most sense. I don't think, yeah, triple screen is probably fine. Let's decorate this. How do we oh, wait. Space already occupied, dang it. No, I wanted to fit this in there. All right, okay, this shell, oh, that's a little too thin. It's too thin. Too thin. I need something thick. A bin? Alright, we can put a trash bin, like, right here, I guess. Okay. And then, let's see here. Oh, there we go. Oh, you know what? There we go. I like this design. Let's go with this. Alright. And then I'm gonna throw in some decorations here, so maybe some stacks of paper, and maybe some parcels that have just not been sorted through yet, like this. Your monitor only lasted 2 months? That's a very short amount of time. How did your monitor only last 2 months? Oh, we didn't even have a plant here? Oh, look at this. This person likes to grow or manage a small pot of... Oh, that's clipping, never mind. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is... We're reaching peak. We're reaching peak here. It's so ugly. This room is such a disaster. Wait, you know what? No, you know what the head accountant should have? Hold on, I'll show. The head accountant should have a TV in their office, just like that. Oh, so you can always track the news or whatever's going on. There we go. Look at that. And then they have a nice light above their head. And what else? What else would an office like someone here would need? Let's see. You gotta have a maybe like a small plant or something in the back here. Let's see. Like a nice little plant hanging around here. I don't think we have a silly vault for gold, unfortunately. This is all we got access to. I mean, I think that's like a functioning desk, kind of. It's not ideal, but it works. Oh, here we go. Small table cactus, like right there. Ooh. All right. So this is going to be... Okay, so this is... accounting. This is accounting only. And then we're going to have to hire more accountants. So let's go service, specializing in accounting, medium salary. Okay. So team, accounting. All right. Who are we hiring? We're going to hire Immortal now, so we got to find a good worker. Compatibility doesn't matter. I just care about your skill. 2 stars. I think most of these are going to be 2 stars. I don't think we're going to have anyone that's 5 stars. It really depends on the trait. Neat freak, independent, born leader, snob, extrovert. I mean, that's probably fine. Actually really good at like programming too, which is really funny, but I think which is actually really interesting because it means I can actually have you do design work if you're not doing accounting work. You can just kind of contribute, but that might also just be unnecessary. Actually, most of these don't really matter. Like, I'm just gonna have you focus strictly on accounting, so I think maybe this is fine. Yeah. All right, this one's fine. I'll hire you. I'll hire one more high-end accountant. This is an artist. That's really interesting. Fast learner, modest. Nervous bladder, hypochondriac. Fast learner, big brain but forgetful. What is that? That's a disaster. I will hire this pessimistic extrovert. Imagine being a pessimistic extrovert. You just like talking to people, but you're gonna be like, ah, it's all gonna end one day, buddy, boy. I'll hire that one. Okay. And then I should have picked someone with HR skills actually. Oops. Can I still do that? No, okay. Alright, we'll hire like one. So I have one, two, three, I have 4. So I hired 2, so I have 2 more accounting slots left. Okay, we'll hire you and you're fine. Okay, so that's all our accountants. And then we'll assign Okay. And then this specific one we'll give to Immortal. So let's pick who's going to be the Immortal character. Who's got the highest salary? It's this one. Unless you want the female one. You want the female one or you want the male one? Hello, Zero Dark. How's the game going? We're doing pretty good. We're trying to become a game company, but we ended up becoming a antivirus company instead for some unholy reason. Hopefully you're having a good evening. Welcome aboard. Alright, you want the female one? Sure. Alright, here you go. You can be the pessimistic extrovert. Whatever that means. Okay, specializing strictly in service work. And then we'll do the same thing here. So make sure this one's strictly only for service. Also service only. And service only. Now, I think the problem is none of you have HR skills, is my biggest complaint. Because if you had a service skill, if you had HR skill, I could make you HR, but like a team leader. But I guess that's fine for now. All right. So hopefully with this, the accountants will be able to do their accounting work and do nice things for us. Okay, look at that. See, they're grinding away at the numbers because I have to make sure that our finances are handled for the taxes. We'll probably be only able to do 40% of our filings. So we'll see how far we can get, but it's not looking like it's going to be on. Oh, we can crunch them. Do I really want to crunch the accountants? Yes, we're going to crunch the accountants. We're going to whip them into working hard. All right, we gotta get this done, and then you can take a break once the accounting period is over. Because once that's done, I'm probably going to have you start accruing me precious metals. Which then I can transfer to an offshore account, and then I can use that to do corporate espionage. That's right. Oh yeah. We're gonna be committing some crimes. But we gotta do it. We have no choice. Also, we're gonna educate some people. So I think the CFOs are here. I think we can educate a little bit. Let's get you access to additional 2D design skill, and then Ranu, what are we gonna give you? You have points in designer work, so... Ooh, actually, now you can start doing design work. Since you're an artist, we'll give you 2D. Xanth gets, let's see, I'll give you a star in hardware, because I'm gonna need a hardware specialist at some point. And Swit, who just joins us, you're only good at design, so I think we'll just make you 2-star in... Probably 2D's okay. Yeah, that'll take a little bit of time to educate. So... That's kind of like the core loop of this game. By the way, we will update Sodium Shield 3, because I think we're actually not selling as many copies anymore, so our income is starting to drop. But regardless, I think that'll be okay. Oh, some people aren't happy with their job. Why are you perpetually... Oh my gosh. Maybe we need to make a second team, because this Alana is very unhappy. Because working with certain team members just drives people crazy, apparently. That's so funny. I don't think there's really any... Oh, wait, actually, I just realized one thing I can do. We are currently not giving anyone benefits, by the way. The only benefit everyone has is 1 month of paid vacation. That's all you get. But perhaps we can give people pensions, life insurance, health insurance. Maybe a small bit of health insurance would probably keep people a little happy. And we'll do... yeah, we'll just give everyone, we'll give everyone health insurance. Because that'll keep people happy and not sad. Gotta keep sure this is, and look at how fast they're working. I can probably reduce how far this is going. That's right, enjoy your health insurance, because you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it by the time I'm done with all of you. Listen. Health insurance is such an interesting game that people have to play in the US if you want to make sure you don't die. And it kind of sucks. I'm not gonna get into it, but a lot of time. Oh wait. Oh, look at that. We actually filed our taxes on time. And we'll still pay a lot, but it's survivable. 20 million's a lot. What is our company actually called? Oh, we're called Particle Gaming Corporation. I forgot that's our actual company name. By the way, this is how many different companies we're fighting against. Look at this. So many companies. We're not even listed. But you know what we can do? What's really funny? So if I actually find a company that I really like, say Prime Pout Integrated, I can actually buy shares in this company, right? And then since they do pay dividends, I can buy portions of that company, and then I can get some dividends for every share that I own. Isn't that crazy? Like, there's an entire economics system modeled in this game. Like, oh, okay, they're special. They have patents on certain hardware, and they own shares in these different companies. I could own shares in this company and sell them as necessary. And we can even see their portfolio. Like, for example, oh, I see they've made a computer called the Squirrel Stop, or OS known as the Squirrel Stop, but they've also made two phones, the G-Nets, right? Stuff like that. It's actually very interesting how this works. Eventually, we will need to hire our own, what do you want to call it? Marketing team, but I think for the time being, marketing is not really a critical focus of our company. Oh my goodness, I've lost money because I had to pay my taxes. Look at that money. $3 million for taxes. Yikes. So right now, the first visual novel will probably not get kicked off until a very long while. The problem is I actually don't have enough designers, and I may need to actually pivot our teams and have multiple designer teams at some point. Because our designers are they're hard at work, and right now the priority is getting Sodium Shield slammed out. I think once Sodium Shield is ready, then we can send people off and work on the eLove engine as well. I actually don't know who's the lead for this project. Who's the lead on this project? I don't know who's the lead on these. So Poser's the lead on the eLove engine. That's probably why you're so invested in making sure your game engine makes it to market. Remember, this engine is not going anywhere. This engine is strictly for us to work with only. It's a fully in-house... Oh! The burglars are here, and they're about to steal all of our computers because I don't have a security office, so they just steal everything. That's really stupid. So I have to restore all the furniture for $28,000. You're trying to snatch some 8TB enterprise drives SSDs for $60 terabyte. Few informed between, but it's not only one barely Micron got listed and grabbed within 4 hours for source. Ouch. What do you Oh, I was gonna ask, like, what do you actually do with all those SSDs? Because I actually am looking for more hard drives, but I'm looking for platter drives primarily to fund my ever-growing media collection for my Plex server so that I can continue to feed my friends copious amounts of media that they desire without having to keep paying for their quote-unquote subscription services. Evil idea burglary also steals development progress. It would be very mean if they did that. I don't have a security team, but I probably should set one up. At some point I will. Who's this? K. Jacobs. Okay. Ah, gotcha. Oh, that's true. The platter drives do emit a lot of heat. I do agree. Who's this? Rachel Maelstrom is high stress because why? No, maybe if we make these office rooms a little better, maybe they won't be as stressed out, right? Maybe it's too loud, maybe something's going on. These rooms are designed very poorly, by the way. I did not design these in any meaningful way. Yeah. We may need to make Alana her own team, or put her on a different team. Actually, wait, I have an idea. This is, where's Team Aquamarine? Them here. So, Aquamarine is primarily accountants, or designers, I think, or programmers, I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, we will get more offshore funds, and you do. So the thing is, it's really funny. So when you actually buy these, when you actually procure these, you do get a physical object that you have to protect from burglars. I wish I was joking, but I've seen people design vaults so that they don't lose any of that, and I think it's hilarious. Let's see, by the way, here's our here's our main server. It's Sir Bun Bun. It's actually kind of heavily loaded, so I actually might buy another server now. Let's buy another server. Let's just add another standard size server rack like this. There we go. What do you mean? Oh, like 20 drives or the vaults? Yeah, so you can see, like, yeah, you can have your own digital distribution platform. Like, there's 4 of them right now, but it's not anything that we have to really worry about yet. Eventually it'll be a problem. 20 SSDs. Oh, God. Wait, that's not... Wait, 20 SSDs for 475 is crazy. I know they're used, you know, enterprise drives, but still. We can wire them. I probably will wire them together. Guess we'll just, And then... Wait. Hold on. What is the new... What is the new drive? Server 2? There we go. Okay. And then I think I have to rename the server, but it's probably not a big deal if I do that. It's fine. We'll leave it as is. Yeah, so, I mean, yeah. Having your own... Like, we do hire... management workers, but obviously you can't really do anything. Like, you can't even rename them. They are literally just there, and that's kind of fine. It's not like the end of the world. It's not like a big important part of the game. It's just there, like, you need to make sure your place remains clean and all that stuff. What we could get is a kitchen. We don't have a kitchen here. If we had a kitchen, we could maybe feed our employees. Oh, we got an award. The most profitable product is not ours. Sodium Shield 3 is second place. Unfortunate. God, I would have jumped on that if I had seen that deal. I'd be like, $475 for that many SSDs. I would just be handing out... My friend says, I need an SSD. Here's an 8 terabyte one. Do whatever you want with it. I would just be handing them out like candy. I'm like, oh, you need one here. Happy birthday. You don't need an 8 terabyte drive. Too bad. You're gonna have one anyways. Just think of all the Linux distributions you can save on there. Oh, so many Linux distributions. Oh, 475 each? Okay, never mind. I thought they were 475 for the whole lot of 20. I'm like, no, yeah, I would jump on that too. Oh, I almost got debated. I've been debated. Holy cow, we need to start developing Sodium Shield 2. Time's running out, and we have not been able to get to the next iteration. I really need more 2D design specialists, so I'm going to try to focus that on our education. So, Z-Poser, Ray... Rachel, we'll get you that as well. SwiftQ. Oh, wait, I'm not going to change your benefits. Let's give you system education. Sun, we'll give you 2D. And then give you 2D. I actually don't remember how this operates, but you do get like a little bit of a boost for it. So hopefully they'll get that. Oh my gosh, this person actually got stronger at filing bug reports. Their skill at filing bug reports actually went up. Also, we're gonna upgrade this real quick. We'll send only Aquamarine after it, since there's not... Oh, we do need a level 2. Okay. Should not be that difficult to do this. Just do a little bit of an update. Very easy program. Yeah, we're not making as much money anymore, but we have enough money to sustain ourselves until we are ready for the great release. Okay, so we're gonna start developing this now. So, develop. So we have approximately until May 2009 to develop the program. So we have a lot of time. And because our previous design was so well received, we'll actually have a lot of people really jumping in on Sodium Shield 4. Hopefully, anyways. However, I'm going to start prioritizing the design of the eLove engine as well, because that thing has kind of unfortunately been put on the back burner for quite some time, and we need to get that going. I hope I'm at least making this entertaining. I don't know, like... People like these types of games. I like these types of games, but I never understand if people like watching these types of games, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? Due to the fact that it's a very niche subject. Software development tycoon games are very much like a vaguely autismo game that people are into, and you know, like right now we're just kind of blitzing through the years. Like it's 2008 and we're getting closer and closer. Now I could hire additional members for the core team and have a night shift. Like we could have night shift. We could essentially have 3 teams working around the clock, so something is always being developed at any given time. Now, can we afford that? Maybe. It's a little expensive. Let's host Crime Watch. There we go. More money. Look at all this. Look at all these people that we're just handling. Speaking of which, we probably could support additional customer service rep or work, so we'll do that as well. I would like additional customer service work. Let's see. We'll do This one for $42,000 is probably fine. We'll do customer service for one of these game competitors. Research, I usually like if I started, so we started in 2000, right? If I started in 1990, I would be doing it by like 2010. I think we're not gonna do it till like 2020, depending on how much money we have. Okay, we're on third iteration of eLove engine. I think we can just develop this and see how it goes, and we'll reiterate the engine over time. So that way we can at least have that started already. Okay, yeah, everyone can have their raise increase. That's fine. It's not a big deal. Is this music boring? Do I need more exciting music? It's literally just cafe. It's Animal Crossing core. Let's see. Snowy Kyoto Lo-Fi. You know what song I've actually been like obsessed with again recently? Do you know that song that was really popular because of the meme? Like, like Ruby-chan, nani ga suki? Chocominto yorimu. Not yeah, that one. I've been like obsessed with that song for some unholy reason. And it's just been perpetually stuck in my head every time I hear it. It's just too good. I don't know why the ice cream song is just it's I don't know, it's just addictive to listen to. Does that make sense? Yeah, Ray's already sick and tired of me. He's like, I can't believe this. What do you mean? It's just so good. Tomorare yeah, 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 kono koe kono ai de me melty tokichau yo. Ne 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 kizuite my darling todoke daisuki. It's so addictive, I'm telling you. It's super bright. Okay, I think I will say one thing that's mildly cursed. And I hate to say this, but I'll admit it. Someone made a cover of that song that sounded like a 1960s Showa era boy band cover of it, like a pop idol cover. And it was like really addictive to listen to. But then I looked at it and I'm like, who made this cover? And then I found out it was an AI generated cover and I was like, no, why? And then I had to execute it off of my playlist so that I would never listen to it ever again. But man, I hate that this is like where we're at, where even the AI can make music. I mean, it's just, oh, is nothing sacred anymore? Nothing is sacred. Oh, by the way, we're gonna do a code review. Let's make sure the code for Sodium Shield 4 looks good. Okay, finish. Oh, look at that. All right. I think we gotta reiterate. We're gonna listen to Girls on Panzer. You know what's so funny? So, I love Girls on Panzer, right? Like, I mentioned it before, but it's like one of my favorite franchises ever. It's so funny that this thing is having their final movie, but it's taking forever. So if you don't know, Girls on Panzer started as an anime like way back in like 2013 or something, right? So it's a fairly old show at this point. And for whatever reason, they made a movie, and then I'm trying to think what it was. So they did the movie, then they did the a final movie, because they did the film, then Das Finale. I think that's it. And yeah, then they decided, okay, now we're gonna make a final series of 6 movies that started in 2017. It's 2026, and we're only getting part 5 at some point this year. At this point, it will literally take a whole decade for this finale to finally reach its end, and it's just insane to think about. I think that's how the lyrics go. Anyways, these songs are just like really addictive to listen to when you have like, turns out anything is a lot more fun to listen to when you have cute anime girls tacked on top of it. You know what I mean? I think that's just the case for a lot of things in life. Oh yeah, I did see Better Contracts got updated. I do have the update installed, so worry not. Who's this that's not working? Who are you? Who's this? Cyril Boyd is not able to work because why? You're a designer. Oh, wait, no, do programming secondary now. Get to work. All must work. I don't know, but to be fair, they're not like super long movies. They're like 40-minute movies. Like, I think they're like at most an hour. We're not talking like, you know, Kimetsu no Yaiba length. They're fairly short. What are you? You are a... I can find you on here. You're a designer who's also a programmer, secondary, which, by the way, I'm going to educate you in the art of programming. I think the other thing was, I need more artists. Maybe I need to set up like an artist team. You even mentioned the Toho MMO you build for. I don't think you have, but I have heard you talk about Toho related things before. Oh, we can now do surround sound music for our engine. Is there any way to make this faster, by the way? Is there not really? Oh, by the way, look at the accountants working. They're making sure we can pay our taxes on time. It's surreal to see things you both ask about suddenly. Isn't that a good thing, though? Like, I'm glad that your project is at least, you know, seeing fruition. I think that's a great thing. Be proud of what you've done. That's what you should be happy about. Right, we're gonna patch these bugs real fast. Our workers are kind of split between too many projects. I do need additional teams, I think, at some point. So we may need to start working on that. I think our teams are a little too... We have too many... There's too many people on this team. I think we gotta start splitting them up into like 2 separate groups. That's why we have the Aquamarine team. But I think they might also be a little overburdened. Let's also just do a code review again. Real quick. It does cost money to do this, but it's fine. Alright, that's a much better score. Alright. Now let's prioritize getting this project done, because there's only 3 months left. So we'll try to slam this out as quickly as we can. I don't know if the code will be complete, because we do need to start going into beta phase and start doing all the bug squashing. Everyone's favorite part of the game. Everyone loves Sodium Shield. Oh my god, my monitor just freaked out. Let's watch my monitor explode. I actually don't like this office building. I think what we're gonna do is, if we make enough money, we're gonna design a new office building. Or we're gonna just buy a new one. Because this one is... I don't really like the design of this too much. And I think we have enough cash that I could justify buying a brand new super building. Alright, we got fined for not paying our taxes on time. Tragic, but you know what? Who cares? It's a Minecraft mod for Toho? Is that what it is? You know what you should do? Do it for Hytale. Oh my gosh, I played Hytale, and I thought it was just gonna be like more generic Minecrafty, but the more I think about it, like oh shoot, we're gonna start doing bug fixing. I actually kind of, the more I think about it, I actually do kind of like Hytale as a game. Actually, I didn't like Terraria, but I can get behind Hytale unironically. Like, that game is surprisingly not bad. But maybe that's just me. Maybe I was like, oh wow, this is kind of cool. By the way, look at the accountants getting 4 monitors. Look at the normal programmers only getting single monitor abominations. Perhaps we should give them something better. Anyways, last month we have to release Sodium Shield 4 today. So we'll see if we can slam out all those bugs. Oh, look at those follower count going up. Let's pause this temporarily. I want all hands on deck for Sodium Shield 4. Found a decent amount of bugs. No matter what state it's in, we gotta release it. All right, ready? Send it out. All right, it's not too bad. All right, let's hope that we're selling a large amount of copies of it. Let's also do one final update for this program, and let's see how this pans out, shall we? Yes, so server with a lot of recent plans to make an MMO, just focus on joining the alpha and break your own work for resources. I mean, look, as long as you're happy with it, be happy, right? It sounds like you've put a lot of effort into it, and you should be proud of the things you've accomplished with it. That's the way I see it, anyways. Let's finish up. Okay, then we're gonna cancel support. Okay, we are done supporting Sodium Shield 3. We only support Sodium Shield 4 now. And let's get the next update set up as well. So we'll send in our 2D editor. We'll use Pixel Shop Pro is fine. Send it in, real quick update just to fix all the major bugs. And then we'll just hard focus on the engine now at this point. Yeah, when the end of life hits, but you know, it's just how it is, right? Oh, look, we got an award. I gotta pick up music. Let's do Symphony of Maple Story, 1 hour and 43 minutes. Sure. What award did we get? Second place for best product. Best designer. It's gonna be me. I'm the best designer. Look at that. I'm the bestest designer. They gave me an award for it. Has an award ever been wrong? Wouldn't you agree that I'm the bestest designer of all time? Truly. Oh my gosh, the thing is just we're finding so many bugs and we're just slapping every bug. Okay. Alright, the update's been pushed. Now, all of our workers are going to hard focus on the eLove engine. Hopefully that'll actually get slammed out. But there's just so much to do for this thing. I guess designing your own game engine from scratch is a little difficult. Who could have possibly foreseen this being a difficult endeavor? We're gonna keep patching these bugs too, which is like really annoying. Okay, actually, wait, can we order just strictly the Aquamarine team to handle this? Oh no, I do need a 2D programmer and I don't have one. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna hire a 2D programmer. We're gonna start hiring for the second team. That's what we're gonna do. Prioritize art with low salary. Filtering by specializing in 2D. Okay. Dumps you into the Aquamarine team. Okay, so I need a 2D artist, I think, right? Okay, so you'll probably get hired. And you're fine. Okay. So we hired these two people for Aquamarine team. Now I need names for them, but I don't know if we have any viewers who don't have who aren't hired yet. So I need to find someone who's willing to work there. It's Maple Story. Maple Story has great music, okay? Programmer artist secondary. And I think same thing for this guy. We're gonna do programmer artist secondary. And then oh my god. You know what's funny? I love Maple. I love the Maple Story music. The thing is, I have issues with Korean MMOs. And Maple Story is kind of like very evocative of a lot of my biggest complaints with how Korean MMOs operate. You know, you want to know the biggest sin I have with Korean MMOs? It's that whole RNG gear up system where you try to enchant a piece of gear and it's like a full RNG experience, and if you fail, then you lose the materials that you use to try to rank it up. And I think the worst offenders, I know there's like a game or two that does this, is the ones that if you try to rank up your gear through like the RNG gacha system, it destroys the gear if it fails too many times. I've seen that and it's so cursed, and I'm like, who plays this? Like Maple Story I think has a similar mechanic, but you don't lose the gear in the end. You just, just lose the materials that you spend on it, which is, understandable. This is kind of how it is. But I still hate it. It doesn't mean it's fun. I think it's actually just a stupid idea, but what do I know? Maybe I'm just a whiny complainer about things. Maybe I'm old and I don't know. Oh, you know what? Let's get Fear in here. I don't think we have a character. We're gonna put Fear in the secondary team. Irrigator. There we go. I think I spelled your name wrong. I think it's like with an O. There we go. So hopefully Aquamarine team can handling the bug fixes. I'm gonna hope that they can. Oh, we need to we probably need additional we need additional cubicles. Slap one down right there. Perfect. That way there's enough computers for everyone in that team. And then we'll try to get a new office soon enough. Music's really quiet actually. Okay, no, I don't want to listen to Maple Story. I need something else. What's a good soundtrack? What's a good relaxing soundtrack? Also, holy cow, there's a lot of there's a lot of bugs here. We're gonna assign the main team for this actually. I did not realize how many bugs are with Sodium Shield 4 is not nearly as popular as 3, by the way. Look at how we're not selling nearly as much. Azali OST. If I look that up, what is it gonna give me? Uh... Oh, okay. I'm not... It's not something I'm on something a little more relaxing, I think. Fist of the North Star OST. Hello, Kahila. You're having dinner and you're gonna hang out with your bestie, but you want to see us stream. I was going, we're doing pretty good. How are you doing, Kahila? Fist of the North Star Premium OST. Alright, I guess we're gonna be 80s anime core for the time being. Let's get that. Let's push that update out. How much did we actually make from this program? I don't think we sold enough. Let's see. How much did we actually sell? Not nearly enough, I think, is the problem. At least the code for the code. The thing is, we don't have enough like 2D code, I guess, for the eLove engine, which is like the biggest issue. We don't have enough programmers that can specialize in this specific type of work that we need. I guess designing it, maybe we have too many workers is the other issue. Why is it so slow? Maybe, I think it actually might be a case of too many cooks in the pot, right? Maybe we need to split the teams up. You didn't eat anything all day because you had 4 hamburgers in one sitting because they were 2 days over expiration date and you spent all day. Why would you? Okay, first of all, I hope you're feeling better. Maybe don't eat food that's over past the expiration date. Director of General Electric has been notified. Hi, Garm. You know what? Ray is the one that said I should play this instead of the Soviet Republic game, so you can direct your blame at Ray. That's right. I'm throwing Ray under the bus here. Okay, if they're frozen, then I guess it was fine. Sure. What's the sound? Just tell me the soundtrack, or you can send the playlist. I'll look at it, and I'll decide if that's something I want to listen to. The thing is, I don't have enough programmers. Also, I need my IT staff. Where's my IT staff to fix this broken computer? Hello? There we go. Perfect. Yeah, like it's only getting like 2% like every day. That's like super bad. Let's do a code review. Oh, actually, aside from the bugs, I mean, it seems okay. We could reiterate it. No, I think we'll just... I think here's what we're gonna do. I think my strategy is we're just gonna... We'll get it ready when it's 70%. We'll push it to beta, slam out some of the bugs, and then we'll try to develop a game on top of it and see if it's feasible. Okay, I don't need, like, lyrics. Alright, what is this playlist? New Horizons? Alright, let's see. I'm curious to know what you're gonna have us listen to. Okay, as long as it's calm enough. Just 2 days past freeze is fine for us. I mean, like, if it's freezer, then it's generally fine. Generally, if a food's in the freezer, expiration dates are more expiration suggestions, so trust me, you're fine. I think that's the way I see it anyways. Do you like the game when it runs slower, or do you like it when I run it faster? Because I think I might be running it too quickly. Maybe you want to actually see our workers at work. Although some of them, like the artists, just have nothing to do, so... Maybe I need the artists in their own team. Maybe the artists should be on their own team, I think. Because these guys can't do anything. Like, Ranu straight up is unable to do anything. And I think the other ones here too. Yeah, I think we might have to move the artists to their own squad. Because there's Ranu, Havel, and a lot of... They technically are designers, but there's nothing to design. Alright, we're gonna promote eLove Engine. We're just gonna slam out the bug fixes as fast as we can. And then, we're gonna make our own game. Okay, maybe not this one. What are the other songs this one has? I mean, I do like the music, but it might not be the vibe that I'm going for the stream. Unlocked skills from the piano tech tree. Yeah, we gotta figure out a name for what just happened. Oh, Techno Ballast was shut down. Oh, what? Oh my goodness, someone. Okay, all right. We're gonna hire someone to publish our game. Oh my gosh, our publisher got shut down. Hello? Your publisher was the 3D Sport of my number 9. What do you mean? Concept? What's concept? Concept. Level also. Oh. Wait. Oh, they made Soul Sacrifice. Huh. I actually liked Soul Sacrifice. You know what? I haven't paid attention much to Fantasy Life stuff. Oh wait, Concept was merged into the main office. You know what's funny? I like level 5 games, but you know what's really tragic? The only game of theirs that I really wish they would make a sequel to was their first 2 games, Dark Cloud and Dark Cloud 2. They never made another Dark Cloud once they realized they can print metric tons of money with Professor Layton. Once Professor Layton came out, they just kept making Inazuma 11 and Professor Layton for like till the end of time because it just makes a ton of cash. And I'm like, man, I'm so sad because I really wish I got to see more of the other, you know, the games that I like. I mean, I know it's Layton and Layton makes tons of money, but it's still tragic to me. All right, I think that's enough bugs. We're gonna release it now. Okay, since it's our own product and it doesn't really matter. By the way, we are selling the software that we made, right? There's still a couple active users, but we might not be selling enough copies. Oh, we are. Okay, that's fine. Just Danganronpa. I mean, I guess that's fair. People, you know, that's how the games are. All right, let's design our game. We'll wait until the next day because I think we're gonna need a publisher. Actually, hold on. Maybe we should move to a different building so that we can manufacture our own copies. Would that be a bad? That wouldn't be a bad idea, right? I don't know if I like any of these is the problem. Big to small, office space for all. Or we could just build our own and just slam in a blueprint. If we do city, so project cost is high. We can be rural, town, or city. I think we'd be city because then your costs are some of your costs are lower. Oh, let's see. I saved just in case I don't like it, but let's see what happens if we start on a fresh plot and then maybe we just build from there. Maybe it might be better for us in the long term. Is our plot here? Okay, so I would need to first of all build. So I did download blueprints to make this easy for myself. Console Factory, Support Studio, Octave Institute. We've done this one a million times. What if we do this one? The Startup Eco the Salty Tech Office costs about 3 million. It's actually fairly cheap. Okay. We can actually afford to just build a building like this size. You know what? Maybe we do. The question is, I need to figure out like where. I actually don't like this entire map. Kind of sucks. Yeah, surprisingly, this map is actually really awful because there's like all the plots are like a disaster. Let's move again. We're gonna just find a new seed and try again until I find a seed that I like. Moving's free. Putting everything back together is really the only cost. Like I can buy plots, but they are expensive. For example, this one, actually not that bad. If I buy this one, maybe we can work with this. Oh, let's try this one. Okay. And then I should be able to just slap down a blueprint. Maybe the Salty Tech Office is fine. Ooh, do you like this one? I think this one's kind of fun. Look at that. Let's see, 4 and 4. All right, so here's this building that I downloaded off the internet. I apparently did not do this correctly because, as you might notice, the entrances are. Oh, wait, this is manufacturing, isn't it? Oh, so it already comes pre-furnished. Oh wait, this actually comes pre-furnished. Wait, that's kind of sick actually. Although the computers are all replaced with the super 6 monitor abominations, which is really not fun. And there's even multiple meeting rooms too. Oh god, I'm gonna have to redesign this. Actually, not that many floors either. So you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. There's actually multiple rooms. Let's undo that. What are the other blueprints I have downloaded? The support studio. Oh, here we go. It's defaulting to the hex one, but you can actually replace it. We'll replace it with the standard one for now. Good morning, Flaming. How are you? This one actually doesn't look too bad. Oh, I kind of like this one. It's kind of cute, actually. Let's see if we rotate it like this, maybe. I'm not gonna center it for this one because I think I just keep it like near the edge. Okay, so what does this one look like? So it comes with a cafeteria. Music is put in. I need something else. Comes with a cafeteria, with a kitchen. Let's see, reception room with security. So these would be the main office rooms plus the leader offices. Oh, look at this. It's all... Wait, hold on. It's actually not that bad. This is already pre-furnished. So you can fit... The only thing I don't like is that... The only thing I don't like about this is that... These room... I mean, there's a door between them, but I'm not terribly fond of that. Oh, you know what this is? This is a call center building. This isn't a programmer building. This is a call center building. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this actually might be okay. Do I have any other buildings that I can just slam out here? I guess that's fair. Console factory, the phone factory. This one doesn't have too many people. What if we make an actual office building and we use the startup eco? Would not be a bad idea to maybe have as like a starter. Would be okay. You also think it would work well versus Switzerland? What are you playing? Hoi 4? Something. Oh, yeah, let me read this real quick. You hear about paratroopers and get working Hoi 4? Yeah, paratroopers, if you know how to do them, are really, really powerful in Hoi 4. But the problem is most people don't really know how to do paratroopers in Hoi 4. That's really the biggest issue. We could have a second building that would be like the main facility. We could have it like here almost. Like maybe just have like a small complex. I'm trying to think. Would this actually make sense? Let's see. This one is... But then, you know, the problem with this design is that they're still going to walk over here so they can eat their food on the second floor. I think for now, I can roll with this. I know it's a support building, support center, whatever you want to call it, but I think it's workable. I think the only thing I would do is I would get rid of this and get rid of this, and I would get rid of the TV here. And then I would copy this. And then if I could copy that and put that here, that'd be great. I apparently cannot clone doors for some reason. Here we go. Like that. I think we just do that on the upper floor. Oh, okay, maybe not. Okay. Let's see. Work versus well versus Switzerland. Not sure use them as USA versus Japan. I mean, you can. It's just technically. Would you agree that this is where you would put a server room? I guess making a basement floor would make the most sense. All right, let's I think we'll build a separate building for the if we want to do what's it called? If we want to do manufacturing, we'll do a separate room or separate building for it. I think that'll make the most sense. There's no elevator here either, so it's all stairs. All right, everyone's gonna have to get good at walking up and down the stairs. I think we have to go down one floor. How do I actually add here? Oh, here, I think it's the wall tool. Okay, so I think if I just go like this. Yeah, okay, then I just need to add stairs so we can actually get to the dang thing. Oh, okay, just gotta move it one tile over. Perfect. Then we'll copy these things to just kind of hide that. Perfect. Okay, so that's... Okay, so here's our basement. And then we'll just give it a nice, simple, flat wall with a flat floor of, I don't know, metal tiles like this. Line with the grid. Perfect. Okay. And then this will be our server room for the time being, because I just don't know what else to do here. I need to also make sure this room is kept cool at all times. So let's build this out. We're not gonna need that many servers, but I think I'm just gonna start building using the giant server racks. You've been playing MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries a lot of friend. How is that so far? Japan is building planes because they don't have a rubber. Japan has to go on the offensive to acquire rubber, and that's really like the main reason. Oh shoot. Speaking of games, I actually got an invite to a game for I don't know what you want to call it, for bloody, what's the word I'm thinking of right now? Oh wait, there's already a server. Oh, hello. All right, we don't need this actually. All right, let's just wow, this one just came with everything I needed to make a fully successful company. Dang, that's crazy. All right, let's get rid of this. How do I get out of this wire mode? All right. So here's our main server. Okay, so we're gonna hook this up into, I think we'll do, wait. How do I, can I not? Anywhere else to disconnect, right click? Okay, can I not connect multiple servers together? Oh, I guess you can. You can only connect them like one? That's really odd. All right. Yeah, so you can only do it in like batches of 2. I mean, the music's nice, but I don't think it's really one that I would really use for stream. I think is the biggest issue. Because it's very dramatic, and I do like it, but it's not something that I necessarily would want to have for stream, where I wanted to have a little more high energy. That's kind of like my opinion. It is good music, though. Don't get me wrong. All right, here's what I'm going to do, since I don't think we need this many servers. What is this? Playlist. I do like Future Funk, so I guess we'll listen to Future Funk. Let's, I think here's what I'm going to do. Put the big ones. Wait, how do I... Shoot. Oh, wait, how do I fix the grid? Okay, wait, hold on. The problem is that the grid is off, and I'm trying to figure out how to, like, fix the grid. Oh, wait, here. If we offset the grid by half... that still doesn't look right, is the problem. If I do that for this one too, it doesn't... Oh my gosh, I don't know how to fix the grid. What did I do? There's gotta be a way to fix this real quick. Okay, this is also really weird. What's another good soundtrack? Mario Kart? Mario. I've already listened to this soundtrack a bajillion times. We're not gonna listen to Yu-Gi-Oh! Warhammer Old World is a little not what I'm looking for. Smooth future-based collection. I'm sure this won't get me copyright struck, right? Let's see. Oh, here we go. Align to nearest wall, and then probably just... Yeah, so now that's aligned. But the problem is that these aren't aligned for some unholy reason. Okay, that's really odd. So I think the correct thing to do is... Because the walls are half off, that's why. It's not centered the way you would think it would be. Maybe I shouldn't have deleted those. Maybe I just keep those, actually. Do I really want to keep all these servers? You know, screw it. We'll roll with it. If we need to update it, we'll update this, but for now, we'll roll with this. Okay, so we're going to connect them like this. So I can connect them like this. Hopefully this is not going to bankrupt me. Okay. We've been buying Beastmen for that game as good as Second Army for Warhammer. Are you enjoying Warhammer at least? All right, so here's our servers. Here's our server farm. I do need to name these at some point, but that's a problem for later. Okay, so next is... Okay, so how am I assigning these rooms? Okay, so... I think what we'll do is this one will be for 14 employees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I would need both of these rooms, essentially. Probably also just grab the middle one, but we'll also set this one for core, but prioritize for artists. And this one will be the team core leaders. And this one specifically is restricted to... Okay, we don't have that yet. Let's see, get rid of that part. But this one should only be allowed for... There we go, that should be okay. And then this one up here is going to be the call center. So let's assign this to our call center team. 20 employees, there's more than enough, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 for the... This is the leader's room, so that's fine. Okay. I'll figure that out in a second. Okay, so now I need to assign these. Okay, I need to name these servers. I'm gonna name server 10. Let's see. I should give them cool names. What's a cool way to name things? It's decent enough that you have more fun with the new factions. The game is ranked by when raid balance in the Legend Army doesn't help. But we're talking about the tabletop, right? Not the video game. What am I naming these after? I need a good naming scheme. I guess we'll go like A to Z, right? Something that starts with A. Wait, I have an idea. All right, wait, I have a really dumb idea. All right, we'll name these after fruits for now. So we'll call this one server Apple. We'll call this one server, okay, how about instead of fruits, we'll name them after food. You know what, Toho characters, I like that. We'll name them after Toho characters. This is server Reimu. This one we'll name, color it, I don't know, white, I guess is fine. We'll name this one server Marissa. What's the next one? Server 14. Give it like a nice green, I guess, and we'll name this Koishi. And then we'll name the last. We'll name 4 of them for now, and then we'll name this one. What color? What color is this one gonna be? Let's see. We'll pick orange is fine, and I'll call this one Clown Piece. Okay, and then we're gonna assign everything to Clown Piece for now to handle the support. So Clown Piece, Clown Piece, Clown Piece, and Clown Piece. Perfect. All right, so that's all sorted out. I think we're okay to go. These all have telephones. I hope this building works the way I think it works. If not, I'm gonna be very, very disappointed. Oh, you know what we forgot to do? You know what we forgot? We have to hire staff. So we need cleaning, maintenance and IT, a receptionist, security, and a cook. And the problem is that we need security around the clock. So the problem is that these workers only work like every 8 hours. So I need to change this one guy to like 16 o'clock. And then we have another guy from 0 o'clock to 16 o'clock should be fine. Yeah, see that? And then I think that's probably fine. I think we need more than that for the time being. And then the cook will have him come in around like 10 and just cook. Because I don't have a kitchen room, but there is a kitchen. So let's see if this works. I'm wondering if we're gonna go completely broke very quickly. There we go. Look at everyone filing in. But the problem is that everyone filed in super late. Okay. Why are we not doing... Oh, right. I forgot we finished our project. So now we're going to design our very first visual novel. All right. This is what we've been working to do. Games. I think we called it an adventure game. We'll put it on Reimu. Is that right? Wait, did I do that correctly? Hold on, advanced. With the eLove engine. Which is already outdated, which is really funny. Oh god. Alright. For the and then we can use it on, let's see, what's the most popular? Squirrel Stop X3. And then, we'll even do it for the Z Cube OS as well. Okay. So now, let's design. What are we including in this wacky game that we are, for some reason, developing? Oh, Jesus, yeah, our tech level is so bad. Unless we crank it down to 2003 levels? The interest goes down. Maybe we just, let's see. Alright, let's see. What are we actually doing for this? So first of all, it's a graphical adventure that's primarily text-based, I think. With a 2D graphics, including hidden Easter eggs and layer overlay, facial sprites, and let's see. We could do... Okay, then system core is trigger dialogue, modular... maybe not modular saving. I don't think we need customizable characters. Dialogue trees, branching story, contextual input, probably not necessary. Audio card... Ah, yes, music. Dynamic soundtrack. Let's see, 2 years to develop this. Oh my gosh, that's so long. We don't have enough programmers for this? Is that right? Oh, we can also pick a framework, but I think most of these frameworks are really old and not really worth it. So I think we're not going to do that. Yeah. We have our own custom engine that we're using anyways. I guess we also have an anti-cheat for some reason, because I guess your visual novels need an anti-cheat. Oh my gosh. The expected interest is so low at only 6% is also really bad. Yeah. Crank this down a little bit, and then I think we just have to click more of these. I guess we'll add a point and click event, and I guess what else would you need for a visual novel? $30 is already a decent amount. I'm pretty sure this project's gonna flop financially is the other problem too. Let's see. We'll add... Did I not pick facial animations? Waifus? We are adding waifus. Facial sprites. Oh, NPC narration. Oh, voice acting. There we go. We need that. And then, let's see. Cutscene audio would be a pretty crazy thing to have. Yeah, we don't have 3D graphics for this engine. Cutscene audio would add a lot more interest. How about we add... Ooh. Maybe no customizable character for this one. We'll do modular saves. Oh my gosh, that adds a lot of development time if I do that though. And optional pixels. And how about post-processing? All right, that's probably okay. We'll see if this works. It's gonna be very difficult, is the main issue. We could make it subscription-based. All right, I need a name. I need a name for our terrible visual novel. What am I calling? Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Maybe it was... Oh, maybe I meant to do RPGs. Oh. I think I had the wrong category. Yeah, I had the wrong category. Okay, so... I'm not going to use an... Oh, wait. We can use the tech platform framework. Oh, wait. Hold on. There's an existing framework with only 0.1% royalties. This actually might make it a lot easier. Would the eLove engine have a framework? Probably it cuts down on production time. We just need to pick the settings that we want. Okay, so we'll do textual game, dungeon crawl. Oh, we can even add dungeon crawler elements. Yeah, this is basically RPG Maker. Okay, custom, dialogue trees, 2D graphics. I want hidden Easter eggs, facial sprites, optimize map layers, post process. Let's see, dynamic events, audio card. I want dynamic soundtrack, advanced bass audio, NPC narration is fine, cutscene audio is good. Okay, our expected interest is still non-existent. Why? There's no interest in this game, apparently. Oh, wait. Oh, it's because the tech level for this game was like in the 2000s. Oh my gosh, no wonder no one wants it. Like, it's basically a game designed for people in the, okay, like retro heads. So the framework's actually not useful at all. I think I actually just don't bother with the framework. We could make our own framework, but I think it would take too long. No, we are not accidentally making high guard. Don't even say that. I'm not even gonna get into high guard again. Oh, Lord. Branching story for sure. Let's see. Layer overlay. So 3 years to develop this. We need... Do I not have enough programmers for this? I need 11 programmers for this. Alright, and then who is... Okay, so ZFposers is going to be the lead designer for this, as it's your personal engine. We will hire a publisher for marketing and printing. We'll hire IO Interactive because the other one's gone. So I have 3 years to develop this, that's fine. Is there anything else I could do to make this more popular? It's a dungeon crawler visual novel with here we go. Cinematic camera. Okay, no, most of those aren't necessary. AI, companion AI, adaptive difficulty, complex progression. Oh, there's so many options here. Okay, dynamic soundtrack. I want to add a little bit more. Let's do an advanced HUD. More GUI elements. All right. I think that's fine. I think it's not as much reach as I'd like. 22% reach. It's kind of low, but I think it's workable. All right. The price is kind of low. All right, what are we naming this? It needs a cool name like Inazuma 11. No, we're gonna call this I need a cool name. Cool, super sick name for this. The first game of our dear company should have something that's very powerful and evocative of all the great things we'll be making. Let's see. We made Sodium Shield. Now get ready for... You know, I'm gonna go... Hold on. Visual novel name generator. Here we go. We're gonna use these random generators to really hone in on our product name. All right. Manga title generator. All right, here we go. University. Bronze Galaxy Panic. Oh wait, this actually doesn't sound that bad. That actually sounds kind of sick. Impossible Pet. Okay. Eerie Sparkling Medley, Apprentice Mysterious Pudding, Heart of Hearts Butler. Oh, you know what? I like that. Hold on. There we go. That's it. That's the one. Heart of Hearts Butler. Okay. This is so awful. This is so bad. Oh my god. Am I really doing this? I guess I am. All right. Let's roll. Let's get our publisher going. To do funding and marketing. We have 3 years and 9 months to slap this out. All right, here we go. Let's get working on this. All right, it sounds like a horrible VN. It is a horrible VN. You're absolutely right, but that's what we're doing. It's the first game of the eLove engine. It's got to start. Everything's got to start somewhere. Also, we've been managing all these projects, right? Perfectly fine. Excellent. I'm gonna turn that off. There we go. They're also not we have none of this in stock. Sodium Shield 3 apparently is still super popular and people still want to buy this for some reason. But our distributor is obviously dead, so I need to find a way to make. Okay. Okay, I don't want to listen to this music anymore. I need something else. Let's see. What's a good soundtrack? You're a spy who's about to be exposed? What is this? You know what? Actually, this actually doesn't sound that bad. Alright, let's try this. Okay, so I need to order, additional copies. I'm gonna order copies. $2 per copy is kind of expensive, but that's fine. We'll order 40,000 copies, and if someone wants to buy 40, it's like a copy of it, that's fine. But I'm no longer supporting Sodium Shield 3 for the time being. Only Sodium Shield 4 gets more attention, and that's fine. Alright, that's okay. What do you think of our new office? You think our office is quite nice? I hope people are eating lunch. I don't know if we've gotten that figured out yet. Hopefully soon. We may need to build a better parking lot at some point as well. Let's see how much money we lose on the first month of being here. Ah. Well, we did just build it, so we lost a lot of money just building it, which makes sense, yes. How's Railroader? I keep seeing you playing it. How is that game? I have no idea what Railroader's about, but I'm glad you're having fun with it. As long as you're enjoying it. By the way, I forgot something here. There's something here. Carries with surveillance. Oh. There's no surveillance desk in here? Is our security guy just not doing anything? I guess our security guy just not doing anything. Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. Look at all that dirt they're tracking into. Okay, that's updated. Now we can just focus on getting all of our other stuff slammed out. Okay, so unfortunately, hold on. Someone's mad because... Oh, I see the other issue. So I forgot I didn't put our accounting team anywhere, so... Got it. So here's what I'm gonna do. This one is strictly for... This one should be strictly for the accountants. The accountants will have this. Or I'll build the accountants to their own building. What is that game even about? I know it's like train related, but that's about the extent of my knowledge for what actually goes on in that title. Okay, our CS guys are doing nothing. I need to do more. I need them to do more work. Sure. Let the customer service people handle another set of work orders. And then... Yeah, okay, so as long as we're getting stuff done, this should be fine. I do need to double check. I don't really know how meetings work in this game. I know it's a thing that you can do, but I think we need... Okay, so Kay Jacobs is the leader of the core team, and it's only because she has HR skills, I believe. So she's the only reason... That's fine. I don't think she needs her own office, right? Yeah, she's just there to be HR. Best way you can describe it is a railroad operation light sim in North Carolina. So you manage trains and all that stuff, and Railroader. I think I might have I've seen it on Steam a bunch of times. I think you've actually mentioned this game to me as something that you might have wanted me to stream at some point. Because it's like a first-person railroading experience, right? Overwhelmingly positive reviews. Let's see. The game is your railroad's lifeblood of communities. Scenic railroad cab, run solo or with friends, AI engineers. Okay. I mean, it sounds kind of interesting. It sounds like a game that'd be up my alley if I had time to play, you know, different games like that. I could definitely be convinced to play something like that. Okay, so some of our people are on vacation. By the way, like, I can't skip a lot of the time anymore. Oh, we need parking. Interesting. So our employees aren't coming in on time because the buses are too full. So this parking lot here, I'm gonna buy. Okay, so now our employees, some of our employees can drive to work. Probably is a lot easier for them to do so. By the way, look at how quickly we're getting the Heart of Hearts butler being slammed out. Employee is hungry but can't find any food. What do you mean? Don't we have a chef? Where's our chef? Oh, I need more chefs. The chef's actually not producing enough food. Okay, so hold on. We're gonna hire additional chefs. So since we do allow people to make food... Yeah, see that guy? Oh, that is our chef. But he can only make so many meals at a time, so maybe I do need a second chef. Oh, interesting. We also don't have enough computers available. Really? Oh, I see. So, okay, hold on. So this is the artist room. This is the designer room. Okay, so, because the way it was set up was I had 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 8. Okay, so I'd actually need to shove them into another room, and I don't have another development room set up somewhere. That's the issue. I need another development room. Because the main issue is the Aquamarine team. They actually don't have a spot to work, but I think this area, this very small first floor office, will be theirs. You want to be a chef? I can't name the cooks, unfortunately. I can only name the main employees, Kahila, unfortunately. Okay, so we're going to put Aquamarine down here. Just shove them somewhere in here and they'll be fine. This is okay. It's not ideal, but they'll be fine. And then... Perfect. Now they'll get to work. Also, I'm gonna just upgrade these computers. These computers are not ideal. So this group here is supposed to be the hardcore programmer designer. So we're gonna give them hardcore programmer designer equipment. So what I'm gonna do is delete that, delete that, delete that, delete that, delete that one, delete that one, delete that one, and let's give them new proper tasks. So I'm gonna give you a nice. This one looks kind of sick. Beautiful. Okay, now it needs a chair. We'll give them something a little more modern. So this looks kind of nice. That looks actually kind of unnecessary. Let's do the... Can I recolor this, or is this the only color I get? Oh, black on black. Perfect. Currently having difficulty hauling a mile-long train of full coal hoppers, and you're doing something strongest possible. Who knows the train? Oh, well, to be fair, you're also trying to navigate through the mountains, which are very heavy. It's very steep and slow, is my assumption, right? Okay, so these are the programmers. I think the programmers do need... It's actually clipping. It's actually clipping through. Maybe... Okay, so I can't do any of these. These are too much, unless I want to move them to the side. See, some of these do actually have some effectiveness stats, so I'm trying to like figure out like which is the correct one to add. Quad screens apparently give you a lot of comfort for some unholy reason, so maybe we'll do quad like this. The other one. Oh, I don't like any of those. The problem is like all the regular computers too, which is not super exciting. They function, but not the way I would like to function. And the hexes are way too big. It's so comically large. I guess we'll do... This one's okay. Probably. Oh my gosh, there's no easy way. I guess it's gonna clip no matter what we do. Alright, that's gonna clip. Alright, well, just don't think about the clipping too much, and it should be fine. If you start thinking about the clipping... Oh, that's... You know what? I think that's fine. That's acceptable. I'll get you as an artist, Kahila, don't worry. And then I need calculators. And then probably put like a small set of paper, something that looks like they're trying to be busy workers. Yeah, there we go. Like some packages. All right, that's fine. So we're just gonna copy this entire set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, so that's good. And we're just gonna do the same thing on this side. We're just gonna copy the exact same design. Okay, and then let's copy This is the whole thing right here. Hello, Zero. How are you doing? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. And I think there was like one spot in the corner here. Perfect. Let's get the game running again and see how this pans out. We'll flip things in real fast. I will not. Let's see. Do I have a spare artist that I haven't named yet? I do. Maybe. Wait. Do I? I mean, this one's a programmer who does have a secondary benefit in artist work, so maybe this one will be you, or we, yeah, sure, you can have this one. You're gonna be like half artist here. The art slime. Congratulations, comrade. I hope you will succeed in working at our glorious company as we continue to strive to develop our very first visual novel. Taking a break from Enfield because you had a hard pity the banner. Oh, jeez. See? Just don't play Enfield. Play Factorio. You'll be so much happier. You don't need Factorio with waifus. Just play Factorio. Waifus get in the way of progress, okay? Waifus get in the way of the ever-expanding need for more science packs. Play Factorio. It's better for you. It's healthier for you. Also, this one should be strictly for... it doesn't really matter, as long as it's getting the work done. Let's actually get going fairly quickly. It's gonna take some time. You're back on the idea you posted art. Oh, yeah, so I saw that thing you posted. Let me take a look again real quick, just so I have fresh in my memory. 370 something, hold on. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. I don't really... I'm not sure how I feel about, like, that top. I assume that's, like, the capelet that she's wearing as a separate top piece on top of the dress part. In which case, I think that's fine, but I'm also not terribly fond of, I think, the way that dress is designed. At least me personally. I think it might look a little awkward, but I can see it working. I'm not sure, because obviously, like, that part's obviously designed to cover the chest. And then I'm not sure how far the capelet's gonna go down to cover. I think that'd be like the real question that you gotta ask yourself, how much of that is it gonna cover. I still can't. Oh, we need to hire more. We're gonna hire another cook, because apparently we don't produce enough food. So hire another staff, we'll hire another cook. Okay, so hire this cooks earlier. Okay, that's fine. We are burning through cash, but we are only making it because the deals are funding our staff and HR. Really, the biggest cost right now is the bills, too. Oh, it's really rough. Heart of Hearts Butler has to make a ton of money or we're gonna go bankrupt. Sure, we got an award. Wow, that's really bad. 3rd place for Sodium Shield 4. Sodium Shield 4 was not a very good hit. How tragic. It's okay. Let's skip. Also, someone's unhappy. I think we need to put Alana on a separate team. Yeah, okay, here's what we're gonna do before. We're going to make another one here, and I'm going to actually reallocate. We're gonna reallocate Alana to a different team. We're gonna move her to... her compatibility in Aquamarine is even worse. That's fine. You'll make it work. You'll make it work. Okay. Yeah, because customer service has a lot of jobs to work, but it's fine. We'll make it work. Oh, yeah, it should be okay. I don't even know why we have customer support for eLove engine. Like, that actually doesn't need support, because it's our own internal engine, so who cares? Okay, we have a few more years. At least we're still getting through the iteration process. It's just gonna take a little bit of time, because now we're dealing with everything else that some of these people can't handle. Because these guys are primarily programmers is the main issue. Okay, so if I raise her salary by $50, she'll be less happy. Or she'll be less unhappy. We'll roll with that. Okay, here's my thing. I think here's what I'll do. Let's give Aquamarine, Team Aquamarine, a different work order. We're gonna just give them contract work and have them develop game assets. I think that's probably fine. Okay. Because it's very easy to at least slap out assets. It's not too difficult. Also, wow, we are still selling out on Sodium Shield, by the way. Like, apparently this thing is just so popular even to this day, people are still buying copious amounts of this thing. So in that case, I have no choice but to buy more copies and just stock it forever. We can't print our copies yet, so we'll just make, I don't know, make 100. You know, that's good. We'll do 100,000 copies. If for some reason we sell out of 100,000 copies of a software we no longer support, I will be impressed. I will be very impressed. Oh yeah, we will begin to continue adding more specializations. It's really more they just get more points. Like, okay, accounting 3, or Ranu here. We can get Ranu stronger in. Let's see. You want me? We can get Ranu stronger in. I think Ranu is primarily art, so we'll focus on audio for Ranu. Oh, but if we do that, we gotta actually do. Okay, send to educate. And Alana, we'll send Alana. Oh, you know what? Here, Alana is now learning 3D work. We'll pretend that's live 2D. Havel is primarily an artist with specialization in design work if necessary. Hello, Nakayuki. How are you? We'll give you networking work. Comrade Goldenrod. All right. Let's give you audio because I do think I need another audio specialist. Xanth is gonna get specialized in networking. Ixonia is gonna get points in subgenre. Infide will do subgenre. And then Swit Q, let's give you systems specialization. Oh yeah, don't worry, we're gonna do the special content later. It's part of the DLC package that we're gonna make for the game. Just wait. It'll be great. A beautiful set of... It's a beautiful DLC that we're gonna be making. It'll be fantastic and people will love it. It'll be wonderful. Just don't think about it too much, just kind of accept it. At least, like, our workers are slamming it out. Maybe I need to hire more people. I think I can afford to hire more folks. By the way, look at our parking lot. We do have a parking lot with some cars here. Kind of cute to look at. Alright, we're almost done with our first iteration. I think we'll go for 2 iterations, and then we'll see if we can make it look any better. I don't think going more than 2 iterations is necessary. Yeah, we're still making tons of money, by the way. Like, we're still selling tons of copies, which I'm very happy about. Okay, I do need to use the restroom. I am going to let the game run. You can just kind of gawk here as they work hard. I'll be right back. Hopefully nothing bad happens. By the way, for Factorio, fun fact, if you go on the Factorio website and download the demo, the demo is basically like a fully fledged game, I believe. I think the only thing it doesn't let you do is, like, it's just not the latest version. So go on their website and just download the demo. It's fun. It's so good. I'll be right back. Okay, so nothing's exploded. That's a good sign. At least it's not like RimWorld where I can leave for 5 minutes and then I come back and it's actually just straight up exploded. So I'm glad that I'm not dealing with that right now, because good God, that's a disaster waiting to happen. Okay, we've gone through our first iteration of Heart of Hearts Butler. Now we must reiterate again. I think we'll do 2 iterations and then I think we'll start development. The main issue actually is, again, we don't have enough developers or designers. Look at this. Like, all these different parts need to be completed, and these all take a long time. So that's why this is a very long project. I think it might actually help hire more designers. Let's see, how many people are on this team? All right, let's see here. So, Team Core has 13 people. We have enough spots for way more than that, so we're gonna hire more people. I'm gonna change this music again. This music is surprisingly dramatic and is probably gonna get me copyright struck. By the way, again, I say this all the time, but Factorio is a really good game. And I have been kind of itching to play Factorio again, which is why I keep putting the Factorio, you know, Death World one-shot special on the thing all the time, because I'm like, I kind of want to give this another shot, but I also understand not everyone wants to watch it. Okay, we are starting to lose money now, because we're not selling enough copies of our software anymore. So, yeah, we're kind of in that situation where we just can't we're not selling any more copies. We might actually have to temporarily like set up a second project, and it's actually just Sodium Shield 5, unironically. I hate that that's where we're at, but I think we have to. I need a 2D designer specialist with, I think audio would be ideal too. Okay. But we'll pay them a decent amount, I think. Okay, so everyone's very bad because everyone hates each other apparently on the team, but that's fine. We'll hire you. You're fine. Just need more victims to be sent to the work mines. By the way, I found this playlist. POV, you're an ancient Chinese scholar preparing for the imperial examination. I don't know what it is with all these like hyper-specific playlists on YouTube, but I am all for it. It just really gets you into the mood if you like need to study or do work or things like that. I've also seen a lot of like World War II themed ones, which is a little concerning, but I'm not gonna get into that one. But I've seen it and it's very funny. I think we still aren't producing enough food at all, and our workers are just unhappy. Do I really need to hire more cooks? Okay. Sodium Shield 3 is basically out of date. There's no more people that are going to be buying copies of this thing because the OS that we supported on it no longer exists. So that's basically a non-starter. We just basically will not make any more copies of Sodium Shield 3, which is fine. We're selling lots of copies of Sodium Shield 4 for some unholy reason. I think I have two choices here. I can make a second team, and then the second team can prioritize working on the... Maybe we make the second team, and the second team will focus entirely on making Sodium Shield 5. I think that's what we have to do. That way Sodium Shield... That's why, that way the main team can handle the Heart of Hearts Butler, and the secondary team can handle the other... I think that's what we do. Let's do that. Let's do exactly that plan. So I'm going to do a antivirus software that is a sequel. You're going to leave. All right, have a good night, Kahila. Thanks for swinging by. I appreciate you staying for a bit. Hopefully you enjoy the time with your homies. Sodium Shield 4. Okay. So we could just make a Sodium Shield 5 and more or less update the everything. And have Team Aquamarine do the designing of this. We probably will need one design team and one programmer team, I think, at this point. Really, it's mostly the same thing. I could add networking tools, but there's not really a need for this. I think we can just slam out Sodium Shield 5 and just pick a publisher. Except these are publishers we don't have any relationships with, so we'll have to pick one that... I think I want one that doesn't have as much of a... doesn't have much of, like, the cost after recoup, I think. Ooh, OS exclusivity. Ooh, operating... I think we'll do IO Interactive. They seem okay. And let's see here. We're not really doing much other than just... Oh, we can add another OS to this. So we have about a year to slap this out. I think that's fine. We can make a decent amount of cash for this, and they'll handle everything, right? Sure. All right. Sodium Shield 5 is now a product being developed, and hopefully we'll be able to slap out fairly quickly. The goal is basically to get the iteration done for this first, and then slam out the development and have only Team Aquamarine handle development, and should be fine. I'm going to change that team name, by the way. Oh, I got fined because my thing... Okay. That's annoying. How many wiki tab guides will you need for Factorial? Honestly, unironically, you don't need a guide or wiki. I think you can actually play Factorial strictly based on, like, playing just the game itself. The wikis and guides, the only main thing that you're going to derive from it is that it's going to tell you, here's, like, the ratios you need to have a super efficient base. That's really the main benefit you'll derive if you choose to look at a wiki. I think the more fun comes from learning and developing your own base, because everyone starts playing the game differently, and it's always interesting to see how different people choose to approach the game. So don't feel like you have to, you know, play the game a certain way. Play the game in a way that you think is fun. I think that's the way you should approach it. That's the way I see it anyways. Right? That's the way I see it. I think we're gonna have to swap the teams around, because I think the main issue is the compatibility in this team is a bit of a disaster. So we may need to fix that. Maybe I do make a separate design team. Let's see. I don't want to listen. I don't want to be Chinese anymore. Let's not listen to Chinese music. Let's listen to Vocaloid classics for old fans. Oh god. Goofy Goober playlist. Celtic fantasy. POV, you're a Gyaru Japanese Eurobeat mixed playlist. These are getting weirdly specific. Music to heal you from brain rot. That sounds kind of fun. Just ball it. Yeah, just ball it. Like, unironically, just ball. Oh, geez, that's gonna put me to sleep. Yeah, I'm always a believer in if you just ball, you'll learn how to play the game. And then after you've maybe gotten a little better, then start looking at wikis if you want to learn how to be a lot more efficient. Because being efficient it's not always about being efficient. You got to learn how the game works and everything. All right, we're gonna expand this office a little bit here. This office is really bad because it's supposed to be like the secondary programmer cube. So what I'm gonna do here, delete all these. And we're going to quickly just copy the same setup we have up here. Slam it down here. So these poor fools have somewhere to work. And we'll give them extras. There we go. Now there's a lot more people who can work here. In fact, I can hire additional victims or workers. So I need... So Aquamarine's primarily programmers that are also secondarily artists, I think is the main goal. Basically, they don't do the design. They do the grunt work. I'll give them, I want low salaried people. Aquamarine is fine, and we'll hire you. You are fine. All right, and then let's make sure these guys are set up correctly. So sure, and then the other one is fine. Okay, then the other one. I think we will do designer priority with secondary in artist. Yeah. Actually, some of these people are actually getting really good at design. So, for example, here, like Rachel Maelstrom, like her entire shtick is that she's just designing. She doesn't do anything else. So we're gonna give her more points. We can actually make her. We can make her a programmer now. She's earned the right. We'll make her a programmer. But also more of that. So she's gonna be sent to re-education camp. Swift will also send to education. Sun will send you to education camp as well. And we'll even give you some 2D. Some of our people are going to be gone for a little bit, but that's fine, because that means they're going to get better. Sure. Also, you're a customer support specialist. Education takes time. We gotta give them education. But yeah. You want to request a song? I try not to take too many song requests, primarily because I'm not an internet radio. Maybe if I do an art stream, like if I do an art stream tomorrow, maybe that's fine. I think that'll be okay, but I have to wait until I do the art stream. We'll do 1, 2. There we go. Now they have lights. Now they can't complain. They must work. Slap out that work. They'll become stronger. Okay, they're still not happy. These people are never happy. Our workers are just sad all the time. There will never be peace. I think the other thing that's really weird about this building design is that there's only like one entrance here. And a lot of areas you can't, there's certain areas that I think you can only get access through with with elevators. Yeah, like this area you can only access with an elevator. And for some reason there's toilets up here too. The game doesn't like that. The game wants staircases. But I'm too lazy to put staircases over there. So I'll just keep getting fined by the fire marshal, I guess. Oh, jeez. I had to pay my taxes. Every time there's taxes, it's like it just kills all of our income. Ugh. I hate these taxes, I swear. Okay. We might need to buy another parking lot or expand the parking lot to have multiple floors. I am thinking, though, that I will probably need to send the Aquamarine team to a separate area, but good lord, they are just... This building is just so much to walk around that I think it just takes forever for anything to happen. Employees hungry, not enough food. Oh my gosh, they're always hungry. Hello, lately. Welcome aboard, comrade. Welcome to suffering. I think I might need... I think I need a third cook, unironically. Alright, let's hire a third chef. It's not that expensive, I think. Hire another chef. We'll have him stay a little later. Let's see. There's already fridges. I don't need to do anything else for the kitchen, right? Because there's enough food. Maybe I need to have more food storage? Maybe that's the correct thing. Maybe I need to have more of these, like, plates here. So if you have these, this is where the food gets served on. I'll put one... Maybe we'll do one there, too, is fine. So 3 areas where food gets stored. This building has a lot of elevators, too, which is kind of silly. What do you mean this employee's... Oh, shoot. Did I not? Oh. Wait. Oh, shoot. Okay, so I hired 2 people, but they actually don't have anywhere to sit in here for some reason. So I gotta do this real quick. 1, 2. Actually, what I will do also to make them less crazy, let's just give them some sound barriers. Just to give them a little bit of privacy. I'm not a mean person. I'll give them privacy. Kind of like these ones. I think these do also add like a small amount of some noise insulation, I think. It makes them a little happier, yeah. Kind of isolate them, because as we all know, if you're a programmer, you don't like seeing other people, and you must be in your personal bubble at all times, or else you will go slightly insane. So we'll try to minimize the noise here. Probably even add sound panels to minimize it. Yeah, listen, I hate it. I hate work. I used to work in an open office environment. It fucking sucks. It sucks. I hate it so much. What maid? Oh yeah, no, I have multiple outfits. There's the swimsuit outfit. There's the maid outfit. There's our Necogradian uniform outfit. There's a redeem for the maid one that people use occasionally. I thought I had a sound acoustic panel. I have a lot of toggles that I don't really use. I always forget, like, I never remember which button is assigned to which one. the only acoustic panel I have? Want the mustache? Oh my gosh, the thing with the mustache is I have to actually find the stash asset because I don't have it hotkeyed. I've been meaning to hotkey this, I've just been too lazy to do it. Ho ho ho, Baguetti. Welcome to my beautiful work environment. All comrades are allowed to work here for some form of pay that's not very good. Wait, here we go. Acoustic foam. Here we go. We can... Oh, yeah, look at this. It's completely unnecessary, but you can have acoustic foam right by their desks. And it's not going to do anything at all to minimize the noise of all these workers. But you know what? We can pretend it does. We can pretend this does something. Yeah. I don't think it's actually going to do anything, but hey, you know what? Oh, wait, you know what else we should do? We should add shelves, I think. Because I think shelving... I think bookshelves do make you work better and more effectively for some reason. I guess we can add cabinets, but I don't know why it's not flush against the wall. Let's add... Oh, you know what? Ooh. I could put one of these bad boys in there. Seems a little unnecessary. Let's add some bookshelves, I think. Bookshelves are fine. Let's keep up with the color scheme and just kind of make it black, I think. Oh yeah, look at all those bookshelves. There we go. All the programming books this team needs to function. Right there. They do have cubicles, so I did make small cubicles, but they're fairly small. But unfortunately, the PC things are kind of huge. You might have noticed. So that's kind of the main issue. Also, people are still unhappy with their job. I am never gonna get this individual happy. What makes them unhappy? Why are you unhappy? Let's see. Can I check? It's strictly because disliking a team member. I have an idea. I know what I need to do. So this is our Team Aquamarine with a specific assignment for leaders. I'm gonna hire a lead person, basically someone who can be HR for this team. We'll do medium. I don't think I really care about... Okay. With a specialty in HR. Okay, so I need to pick someone here. God, this person costs how much? $13,000? Oh my lord. Oh god. Oh, that's... Alright. Sure. This is fine. Oh my gosh, that's so expensive. Alright. The guy we just hired, his name is Brock something. Alright, his entire goal is you're gonna prioritize being a leader, and then you can do this work secondary if you have nothing else to do. Okay. He better be good at his job. Alright. Also, let's see. Do we have someone who does... I'm trying to think who doesn't have a character yet that would be worthy of a leader type individual in our deer area. Let's see. No, we don't have an Umi. Let's put Umi in here. Where's the guy that I just hired? Here we go. Brock Montgomery. Oh my god, I can't type. There we go. Perfect. Now we have someone that could maybe, hopefully deal with some of the issues. Why is that glowing? What's going on? Oh, hey, look, burglars. This is why I have a security team. Ah, look at that. The security officer ran them off. I love it. It's so stupid. How do I turn off the noise overlay? Oh, it's you. Okay. Look at this woman. She's... Every time they try to come by. 10 out of 10. She gets a raise. She should get a raise. I can't name her, though. Margaret, Todd, thank you for your services. Oh my god, we can have anti-cheats now. Employees filed a formal complaint. It's just the disliking team members. It's always the disliking team member stuff. Oh, having to deal with inter-company relations. What a disaster. Although the work is actually moving a little faster now. Actually, here, let's prioritize this real quick. I need this one to be prioritized more than the other work, because once I hit iteration 2, we will develop this Sodium Shield 5. I want to release that before the end of stream. We might be able to release Heart's Butler, but I'm not sure. We do need to start development on this, though. It's time's running out. Wait, people are still buying this. Who's still buying Sodium Shield? Alright. I guess there's a market out there for just ancient software that for some reason people just really, really like. I'll buy another, I don't know, 50,000 copies is okay. I think what we should also do before we, hold on, let me make sure we're hitting all this real quick. Okay, we've been hitting all of them, perfect. I think what we do need to do is start developing our manufacturing business. I would like to manufacture the Sodium Shield 5 ourselves. Okay, let's develop this now. So Team Aquamarine should be more than enough to handle the development of this one project. The only thing is we don't have enough artists, and we may need to pull in an artist team or turn the artist crew into their own team and spin them off from the core group. I think we might actually have to do that. I think the artists should probably be their own core team. Yeah, we may need to do that. And if we need to crunch Aquamarine to get this slapped out, we will. I have no qualms about whipping our workers into shape to get things done around here. Oh, right, I forgot. I was supposed to put a desk here. Let's see. I need... This is probably cute enough. Let's do this. Okay, that's fine. And then put, like, I don't know, one of these things in here. A nice little bookshelf, and I think you would, realistically, you would have a chair opposite this, but you can't put chairs hanging around freely. So I guess that's okay. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so this team is actually slamming out the code. I think we'll be able to get this project done in time for our release window of March 12. Also, the main issue now is we don't have enough. The systems engineers are struggling to get the rest of the Heart of Hearts Butler design slapped out. So I think once we can get that, maybe we do need another systems engineer. Yeah. Listen, 4 monitors is a lot already. I personally have 3 for my own personal needs, but I've seen people who have 6, but they're usually like people who work in finance and they need to track like a bajillion different charts at any given time. And that's a whole different disaster. You know what I mean? So it's a whole different problem. Oh, you know what? I should put the parking lot on the other side here, because they're actually walking around here to get to the parking, to the entrance of the building. So it is taking them a long time. Do we do one more iteration, or do we just slap this out? I think we just develop it, because it'll be about a year and a half. Let's see, 2011. So I actually, no, I think we can go to one more iteration. One more iteration might be a little tough, but I think we can do it. You think it's solid? Should we just go develop it? We could. We could just be like, all right, it's ready to go. Slam it out. I'm trying to think. So it would take... I think we'll develop it until December. So if we do it until December 2011, that gives us 2 years to produce the game and also to do the other stuff. So I think that's fine. We definitely need to hire more teams, though. We're actually making a lot of money. Actually, speaking of which, give me more hosting deals. I will gladly host whatever the people want. I'm just dumping all the hosting on Clown Piece anyways. It's not a big deal. Actually, is Clown Piece overburdened? Oh, absolutely not. All right, just kidding. Let's just keep hosting for Apex Evolve 2. Sure thing. Hosting for Virus Blocker, Go Base 5, Open Print Master 3, Squirrel Stop 4. Easy. Look at that. Oh, just kidding. That load may have spiked up a lot harder than I thought. But you know what? That's fine. Fallback will be Marissa until I can figure out a different fallback. I think that's okay. Yeah, because Sodium Shield 5 is our production, which is doing pretty well. If I can get the... Oh, wait. Let's also update Sodium Shield 4 real quick. Maybe someone wants to use the updated version. Just gonna slam that out because, you know, we can't forget our dear customers who are using our outdated software for some reason. They are dedicated individuals, and we must make sure we, you know, appropriately reward them. Also, we're gonna do a code review. That's fine. Okay, code review says 7 point. Okay, yeah, we'll reiterate a little bit. Okay, finish the reiteration, keep making more code, and release the last final, almost the final update for Sodium Shield 4. Yeah, so the biggest issue again is just we don't, like, a lot of our employees just can't seem to do the rest of this, but that's fine. We're actually still making money, which is the crazy part. All right. Salary increases, that's fine. Don't really care. I'll accept it. We're making money hand over fist anyways. All right, here we go. We're gonna begin development of Heart of Hearts Butler. We have 2 years to develop this. We might actually release this ahead of time, which is the crazy part. Here's the real question, Zeoposer. What do you think? Do you think your project that you are helming is going to be a success, or will it fall flat and cause significant issues in the gaming industry? We'll find out. We'll see if the people want it. I think we might also start a project and develop... I think we might start developing a game console, unironically. But we might need more teams to work on that. So if we develop a game console... or we can make a phone... Ooh, phone design. With vibration mechanics and... Ooh, wait, actually, hold on. Ooh, wait, hold on. That's actually kind of a sick idea. Hold on, we can make a phone. Oh, look, this phone will go crazy. We could make it... I mean... We could make it like an old cell phone design. It's 2011. Smartphones already exist, so... It's not like these are completely out of line. Now, we could make it thick. We could make the thick boy... Oh my god, you can actually make... Oh, wait, how... Oh my god, that notch is ugly. You can remove the bezels, too, if you really want. You can, like, shrink the bezel down. I can't get over that notch. That notch looks so bad. It's like, why would you make a phone with a notch that heavy? Alright, hold on. What are the other options? I can make a game console. We could make it like a classic, or we could make it like a modern design. Ooh. Maybe a phone would make more sense, right? I think people would want more phones. We have to manufacture it too, which would be the other problem. If I take a look, right? So designing a phone requires... Okay, so you can make about one phone every 16 minutes. You would need 2 screens, 4 controllers, 1 plastic, and an assembler. So I'd have to design the thing. It would cost 145 to make. Ooh, that's really rough, actually. That's actually really rough. I don't think it's actually a bad idea to design a phone. It's just you have to find a way to make it, like, enticing for people. Like, I would need, like, the designers are going to be fine, obviously, but it depends, like, what we're going to add to this thing. Obviously, like, file encryption. You don't need user accounts. Vibration would be fine. Touch and fingerprint sensor would be kind of sick. Unified search and tech widgets. 2 years to develop this. Maybe we don't need widgets. We don't need unified search. Okay, so how difficult would this be to design? You would need a bunch of System 2 engineers, which is the hardest part. I think we could do this. But then the main issue is like selling the dang thing and making software for it. And pricing it. But if we make this, we could make all of our visual novels primarily use this phone. So it's actually not the worst idea. Alright, sure. Well, hold on. Let's see. Oh, but we have to market the thing too. The main issue is marketing the phone, which is actually really difficult. I don't care about funding it because we can just fund it ourselves, but the tech level is also like 2011 tech. I think it's doable. Physical store, so hold on. Okay, well here's the biggest issue. It costs 175 to manufacture one. The stores want 115, and the thing only sells for 384, right? So pulling up doing some very quick math on this thing. At let's say we even out to 385, right? 385 to subtract 115, subtract 175. That means for each phone we sell, we only get $95 in profit. And that's not including like royalties and everything else. So this is actually a really rough endeavor if we choose to make a phone. Is it worth making a phone? It actually might not be worth making a phone. But it'd be kind of cool too. Well, let's see how the game goes first. I think maybe we should focus on one project at a time. Let's see how the game pans out. I think I need to hire more IT staff actually. I'll hire another IT staff, and this one will be working from 12 to 16. So about like, basically like the staff only work for 4 hours at a time, so you have to kind of just balance out when they're working. Just like in real life, you always stagger your IT staff or something like that. Something along those lines. Okay, we're gonna pull in the core team for Sodium Shield 5 because it is almost release time, so I want to make sure that thing is actually ready to go. So we're gonna spend all of February essentially doing bug fixing. Whatever we got is what we got. I don't care about no fire violations. The fire never killed anyone. Okay, wait. We can now, if we choose to make, we can make a hero shooter. Wait, I have a crazy idea. Hold on. I want to see how well this visual novel is received. I have a terrible idea. And it's gonna be great. Let's just develop this now. Promote this. Let's do bug fixing. Oh no is right. Oh no is the correct response. Oh yes. What's wrong, Fear? Do you fear what I have in mind? It really depends on how well Heart of Hearts Butler is received. That's gonna be all I'm gonna say. But I think with additional teams working on this project, it's gonna be a... What do the kids say? It's gonna sell gangbusters. It will sell gangbusters. It's so fun. I think it's so funny that we can I think it's just so funny that the option to make a hero shooter exists. Why? Alright. Let's get this project slammed out. Sodium Shield 5 is almost ready to go anyways, since we're in the bug fixing phase. We probably will start hiring our own, what's it called? Marketing team at some point, but it's not something that really matters. I could just add another floor to this, by the way. I could just copy this. But then I just have to, yeah, I can just copy and add more stairs. Actually not the worst idea if I really need additional floors, like put the marketing team up there. Eventually we will need a legal team, but we don't need a legal team yet. Okay, dump that on Clown Piece, that's fine. Alright, let's go send it off. Sodium Shield 5. Okay, that's fine. It is a buggy piece of software according to them. That's fine. You know why? Because we're going to fix all the bugs and it'll be fine and dandy. We're also gonna do one last update for Sodium Shield 3. Or 4. So we'll slam those updates out and then we'll be good to go. Also, I think we paid our taxes and the taxes were very expensive. We keep failing to file our tax reports, which is really annoying because I thought we were, but okay. All right, here we go. Let's start slamming out the bug fixes. And also do like a massive update. Okay. Actually, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna... Okay, we're gonna unassign... No, that's fine. And we'll only have Aquamarine do this because it'll get them stronger. It gives them... It builds character. It builds character having them do... Oh my gosh, girls' education. I need to automate education. There's a way to do... Like, team management is like a little hard, and I never really understand how this works too well, but I do have HR now, which should help alleviate some of the problems we have. HR management, here we go. So, yeah, okay, so for Aquamarine HR management, I want them to handle wages and complaints. And here we go. And we can also have them educate people. Because we have a 5-star, okay, the budget's $1 million. And that's probably okay. So we can allow them to hire people automatically, but I think that's unnecessary. Mostly because I don't really want to touch that, but it is a way to automate things if you're really into like even automating your workforce. Oh my gosh, more taxes. I need these workers to be working. I need more of this. I do lose out on like royalties though. Like the sheer amount of royalties that I lose out is crazy. Okay, here we go. First update to Sodium Shield 5 is out. How many have we sold so far? I can't believe I wanted to make a company that makes video games, and the only thing I've ended up doing is making stupid antivirus software because it works and it makes you money. What if I want to design video games? Is this what real life is like, where you're not allowed to design fun things, you're only allowed to design things that make money for someone else? This is the timeline we live in. Truly a tragedy. Okay, here's a couple more updates here. Let's do updates here. It's fine. Slam that out. Also, let's do a quick review of the Heart of Hearts Butler, because oh my gosh, this thing is like our biggest project yet. Okay, so creativity's a little rough, but everything is like a 10 out of 10. So let's keep going. We'll reiterate, and then we'll keep slamming out more and more code. We may need to hire more people for this project, unironically. We have 11 programmers, though. Do we need more programmers? Wait. Oh, that's so funny. I don't have... Oh, wait. I completely did not understand this. I did not have that many programmers on this thing. So, wait a second. Is the core... Oh, shoot. The core team is in program... Wait. The core team is primarily designers. Oh, there is a bunch of programmers, but they designed first, program second. I mean, that makes sense. Okay. Educate these fools. Okay, so you are going to be specializing in that and that. Let's get Comrade Chica, who is right now an audio specialist. We'll make you a hardware specialist. And let's start teaching you systems engineering. Design. Swift, let's get you 2D. Xanth, you're going to give you system. And then Zeoposter, why don't we get you stronger on the subgenre technology. Ranu, the artist. 2D art. Me, artist. Audio engineering. Havel. Probably systems design. Goldenrod. Systems design. This guy. Systems design is fine. Infidave, what are we doing for you? Everyone's gonna be a good systems engineer. I want everyone to be so good at systems engineer that anything I want to come up with a project, I want it to be ready to go. Alright, let's see how well Sodium Shield 5 is received. Second best product in the day. Best designer. It's me. I'm so good. See, look at that. I'm so good at designing stupid antivirus software. Oh, there's actually a bunch of other interesting awards. Actually, wait, you know what we should do? We could invest in bonds and stocks. I could put like I could put $20 million into bonds, or I could just put in the generic stock market, which I actually did. I put 10,000 into the stock here, MXV, and it's just been at the bottom this whole time. Like, it's just not made any money. Maybe it's not a bad idea to invest in SCD. Maybe we just dump into SCD. Let's drop like... I think it's not a bad idea to drop like 2 million into a company that you think might do well. If it's going down, the only direction it can go is up, right? That's how the stock market works. When it goes down, it only goes up. So we're gonna hold true to that belief and pray I'm not going crazy. This thing is still selling. Why? You know, maybe we should just automate delivery. Let's see. Can I afford any building that's just... We could just use the factory. We could build a factory. Oh, I could put a factory here. Oh wait, it actually fits perfectly. Wait, that's so funny. Hold on. Do I want a factory like right here? Wait a second. How good of a factory is this? Hold on. Pallets. Dead end. Wait, that's fine. Oh, wow, this is... Wait, this is a crazy factory. Hold on. I'm trying to follow this. Okay, so this is a product printer. It follows over here, which drops it down here, drops it down, and basically just distributes it towards the delivery areas. And these are component printers, flows here, flows around. This is the assemblers, and then it flows up, down. Here is... Okay, so this is actually this blueprint's actually designed to just slam out phones, which is cool, but not something that's relevant to us right now. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna buy more copies of our software for the time being. If people are willing to buy it, I'm not gonna say no. It's just really easy to just make it yourself once you can kind of get the hang of automating it, but I'm too lazy, and so that's why we're just selling more copies. And people are still buying the new version too, which is perfect. That's what I want. I want to see this bought out. You can see at least these guys they're happily hammering away at Heart of Hearts. Okay. So that's going to take a little bit of time to build, and both teams are working hard on it as well. Right? Yeah. Except for the poor artists. The poor artists have nothing to do. Wait, what's that? Oh my god. Why is there a raccoon, and why is it so fat? Oh my god. That thing's a unit. Hello? Why is there a raccoon in my software game? Does it do anything? Can I pet it? Oh my god. Wait, hold on. What's the camera mode button? It is... Okay, it's H to hide the HUD. Oh my god, look at this thing. That is a very large cat. That's all I'm gonna say. Cats, like, okay, so I don't know if you know, so cats are very lazy, and every cat I've ever met is very, very rotund, and this one is, oh my god. I mean, it's a very round cat. Oh, it ran off. Dang it. Too bad we can't have an office mascot. We could have a cat office mascot, but alas, we are denied such beauty in this day and age. So, rolling what we got. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I think we'll continue development all the way through the end of the year, and then we'll do bug fixing. Or we'll continue development through June of 2013, and then we'll do bug fixing once we hit July. And I think that's probably the best way to approach this, because the amount of code that this thing needs is crazy. Look at this dynamic events, the JRPG, like all these different aspects are just taking a long time, and they all need different skills, I think, is the main thing. So it's getting there. It's just gonna be a little bit longer than we'd like, especially because a lot of employees like to go on vacation. Immortal went on vacation. Well, that's, you're an accountant, you're kind of busy anyways. Here's an idea. Let's keep re-educating. So Exonia can get educated. You will get specialized in, let's say, sub-genre work. and subgenre design. Who else gets education? This one gets networking. We don't have networking yet, anyways. I really wonder if maybe setting them to secondary is a bad idea. Maybe you really need to do like, here's the design team, here's the programming team. That way the design team can always be designing something, but the programming team can always be programming something. Maybe that's the correct way to approach this. Having them do multiple jobs is probably not efficient. At least that's my interpretation. By the way, we gotta update the software again. This oh no, burglars yet again. Thankfully, they are easily scared by one very angry woman in a suit. Listen, I don't work in software development. I just go with whatever I think is appropriate for the game. What do we say? Vibe-based design. Yeah, I haven't been combining every role. But most people can do 2 jobs, right? So, for example, Zeoposer primarily does design work, but can program when necessary. No, maybe I should actually specialize them now. Is that the correct thing to do, specialize? If I do specialize them, I'll need to really retool how the company is set up. Ah. So maybe that's why I've been very inefficient. Interesting. Well, we can fix that. Everything can be fixed with enough willpower. Okay, how about this? We'll fix it out after we finish the Heart of Hearts Butler. I think that's what we'll do. Because I think you have too many programmers. I think the game starts... It doesn't like that. So we're trying to avoid having too many programmers in this. Yeah. We're getting there, though. How big is the company right now? We've got a lot of employees, if that's what you're about to ask. I'm not even counting, but we bought a building. We have a floor for accountants, a floor for customer service, to the extreme, by the way. By the way, this one should be for the leader. And then we've got the core team here, and then we've got the Aquamarine team at the bottom. Do you exist? I think so. Pretty sure you do. Yes. You are very good at doing artwork, and that's about it. And you are, in fact, doing art for the Heart of Hearts Butler, which is the name of our brand new game that we are totally working on. Please do not judge my naming sense. We are not producing that much of a profit anymore, by the way. Our profits have more or less stagnated for the time being, but that's okay. We knew something like this would happen. Especially because all of our workers are too busy doing this other stuff. I really need to start specializing this, huh? Okay, after this project is done, we will reorganize the company. And we will have better designs for everything. We're gonna do another code review, I think. Oh my god, I owe so much in taxes. I hate paying taxes. Okay. So creativity's a little bad, but everything else is pretty good. I think we'll do one more iteration. Listen, I hate... Yeah, okay, here's the thing. I work in a job that deals a lot with taxes. People don't understand how to read their W-2s way more frequently than you would think. And then they get really uppity about it, and they start asking a million questions, which is their right to ask questions. But they get very indignant whenever something just looks wrong. Like, you guys did my W-2 wrong. I'm like, listen, I'm not the one that prepares those for you. That's the payroll company. Stop yelling at me. Happens far more frequently than you would think. Okay. What is left here? The soundtrack's basically done. It's the programming for the soundtrack that's left. The dynamic events part, it's really because we don't have level 2 programmers, and we really need to figure that out at some point. This guy is overworked. Kahil is probably going to be overworked. Infidave is definitely overworked. Ear is definitely overworked. Actually, you know what it is? I don't actually have that many systems engineers, which is, I think, the other big problem. Alright. We need more money, and we're gonna take more deals. Yeah, we'll host there, whatever. Adding Shaoxing wine to your instant noodles is better than you thought it would be. Did you boil off the alcohol? I hope you're boiling off the alcohol and you're not just eating it just by dumping like a shot of Shaoxing wine into your food. Okay, good. I mean, hey, listen, some people, maybe they want to have the funny flavor of booze in their food. I don't know. Maybe you're one of those people, right? Nah. Okay. I think we have no choice but to promote this soon. Even if the code's not finished, at least the art's mostly finished, which is actually relevant. I do need to hire more artists. Okay, let's get those bugs slammed out too. I think we gotta start. I think we'll do I think we'll just commit and we'll do bug fixing beginning April. So we'll have 8 months of bug fixing before we release the title. All right. I hope that the max speeding is not driving anyone crazy, but that's kind of how I normally play these types of games anyways. All right. Here we go. All right, we paid taxes. Let's promote this and let's start doing bug fixing. The other reason we do this now too is that the developer is going to start promoting the game now that we're 9 months out. So that's why we're doing this as well. Sorry, not the developer, the publisher, which I hope I did this correctly. Yeah, marketing and printing is fine. Use too small quantity to get drunk. Okay, fair enough. Listen, I don't really use Shaoxing wine in cooking, so I don't really know how that operates, but, you know, more power to you. So many bugs we gotta fix, too. Actually, is there any more deals we can take? Hold on. I think we can... I forgot we're still a... Let's see here. Who's offering the most money? $42,000? Sure. Let's see if can our customer service team handle this? All right, let's see if our customer service team can handle all this, because I'm basically giving them like even more work and they're probably gonna hate me. All right, let's see. Oh no, our customer service team is doing a really good job. Like, they could handle more, I think, if I gave them more. You know what? That's exactly what we're gonna do. Accept that one and accept that one. There we go. More companies that we're basically a call center for. You add a lot more things to your noodles now? What do you normally add? I mean, to be fair, I usually don't. I usually just kind of add like shredded rotisserie chicken, and what else is the other popular thing that people add? A lot of green onions is another thing that I enjoy adding to my noodles. I'm fairly basic with it just because I'm there to eat it, and that's about it. Okay, so I think these are fine. I think I could ignore... Yeah, the customer service team is like the customer service part of the business is super overpowered. Perfect. God, we're finding so many bugs in this. I hope this game does well. Our entire company is riding on this because I don't want to make Sodium Shield 6. That's too boring. Although if I hire a design team, I could be designing a second game. Maybe that's what I should be doing. I should be hiring a second team for designing. I mean, to be fair, noodles does sound really delicious right now. It is a cold day. I don't know. We're pivoting away from the antivirus industry, and we're now moving into the visual novel JRPG industry. But you know what we can do? We can design a first-person hero shooter, and we can call this the Butler Heart Arena Watch Guard. And we can give it all these fun little things. Actually, we can't do 3D, which is really funny. Actually, it's really funny because I actually can't really do this. I'd actually use a separate engine for this. The ELOV engine actually can't really support this, which is so tragic. Yeah, we actually can't really support with our current engine, which is the really unfortunate aspect of this. The low strike, yeah, Butler Heart low strike. Ooh. Butler Heart low strike. BHLS, the hottest hero shooter to come out this side of the ocean. Is our group really not doing? Are they not doing anything right now? Hold on, I might actually have them start working on a second project if they've done all the bug fixing. Oh no, they're oh, God. Oh, that's a lot of bugs. We're not getting a lot of promotion for our game, which is very concerning. I guess we'll see how this pans out, but I think we need to hire more just keep educating them while we're doing this. Is probably a good time to like educate while we're not doing any major projects right now. So we'll probably convert Core to like the head design team. I will need another 2D specialist, and you're not a programmer though, you're a designer. Okay, and then Goldenrod's actually a programmer, and we will have him specialize in, let's do audio. I need to be a little more generalist here. Yeah, so I did hire a lot of like dual programmer designers, but obviously I think it's time that we maybe just have them specialize strictly on one aspect and not the other aspect. Maybe some of them can double up, but I would prefer to avoid doubling up whenever we can. Or you pour out the hot noodle soup on top. Oh, so that the egg can cook in the soup, right? Oh shoot, we actually lost support. Oh shoot, we actually, hold on. Oh, we might have actually we actually took too many customer service requests, and now we lost one of the contracts because we did too poorly. That's a little unfortunate to hear. Huh. I did see that they removed from the creators of Apex Legends and Titanfall. I still think that's really funny. I think if they had just made listen, all they have to do is make Titanfall 3 and they would make $1 bajillion, but obviously, you know, EA owns the copyright and everything, but I just think it's such a massive shame. I think I was talking to a friend the other day, and I was very harsh on Highguard. I think Highguard actually has potential. I think Highguard, if it wasn't a 3v3, if it was like a 5v5 game, and they added like some third objective, like pushing minion lanes or like a dragon or something on the side that you would fight for bonus resources, I think the game would actually be really good. My biggest complaint is that outside of the raid phase, the game is boring as fuck. It's so boring running around the map and looting chests and like mining rocks for currency that you can trade in at the shop. Because when you get to the raid phase, the game actually shines really, really good. Like when you're in that hyper intense fight besieging the enemy castle, or you're being besieged yourself and you're trying to hold off the enemy in a Rainbow Six Siege style bomb defusal mini game. It's actually a lot of fun. I actually think that's like the best part of the game. But 3v3 is also super sweaty and super rough, and that's the part I really dislike. I think it really should have been like a 4v. Oh, I think it should have been 5v5 at minimum. I think it should have been a 5v5 at minimum, and I think the game would have shined a lot better. But also, this is a hero shooter that released with 8 characters, which is definitely a choice to make. I don't remember how many characters Apex Legends launched with, but that's kind of like essentially what you're looking at. So interpret that as you desire. Also, this game has no followers. This thing is going to be... Oh, this game is so screwed in the market, I think. I don't think this game's gonna succeed. Oh, no. I think this game's gonna flop. Oh, no. Are we ready to find out? We got 1 month until we gotta sell it. We're still slamming out every bug, but maybe it'll become a cult classic. Maybe it'll have to become a cult classic. Maybe that's the solution here. Clear these out. Clear these out. I don't really care. Come on. Finish the rest of these bugs. This is priority number 1 right here. Sign that there too. All right. Last month, the bug fixing. Let's see if the Heart of Hearts game will succeed. Yeah, you can see like we're just not getting any more followers, which is the biggest issue. Everyone likes Sodium Shield, but no one likes... There's like barely any news of Heart of Hearts Butler. Oh, you know what? The marketing team did a very poor job. Shame on them. All right. Oh my god, there were 800 bugs in this. Oh my god. All right, save it. Let's launch it. Here we go. The suggested price is $662? Oh my goodness, wait. Is it because the engine is so... Is it because the game is so old now? Oh no. Oh no. Alright. We got no choice. We'll sell it for $10 and hope someone buys it. No marketing material. Oh my gosh. I think our publisher just completely screwed us. They did not tell anyone about the game. The publisher actually screwed us over. How? Oh my god. We got cucked by the publisher. Oh my goodness. We actually got... Okay, you know what? Wow, that's awful. All right. I am never using them as my publisher again. How dare they? Oh my gosh, yeah, that's awful. How do I check the publishing companies? Hold on. We're actually not that poor compared to some of the other companies, but oh my gosh, that's still so bad. I think we just got to publish it ourselves. All right, ready? So once the clock hits midnight, we'll see how much we sold. Okay, you know what? 722 copies. It's definitely a number, you know? Definitely sold some amount. Yeah. Yeah. God, I hate having to do... I think I have to actually make a sequel to the stupid AV software because it's the only way to make money. Alright, Sodium Shield 6, let's go. Yeah, alright, here we go. You know what, now featuring... Oh, that's fine, it's all the same tech anyways. Yeah, okay, we'll take... This one's fine. Dumativa. Actually... Yeah, I'm never using... We're not using IO Interactive. They were awful. Alright, we have 1 year to make the... We have like 1.5 years to make this. That's fine. For Squirrel Stop X, the main OS, that's okay. Alright, just get it slammed out. I know, we're basically, like, we're running out of money, so we have to go back to our core competencies and slam out the same exact thing over and over and over again. Truly a timeline we live in. You know what? Here, have Aquamarine work on that too. Maybe some of them can slam out the iterations for this quickly. Also, here we go. Update this. Oh, wait, here. Actually, oh, you know why? For whatever reason, the audio system was set to, like, the most ancient version. Like, we were using 1990s audio for some reason. No wonder no one wanted to play the game. Yeah, it's got a banger soundtrack, but the soundtrack is all chiptune. That's why no one wanted it. Alright, we're gonna update the game real quick then. We're gonna just we're gonna release the first patch, and the first patch is gonna make the music sound like it came from heaven itself. That's the first patch. Alright. See if we can do it. See if we can slam out this patch. Truly being a software engineer is just a game of eternal suffering. I'm glad I never ended up in the game industry, kind of. If I went into the game industry, I'd like to be in a support role, like as like an accountant. I want to track all the money, but I don't want to actually have to deal with the rest of, you know, the part of developing a video game and being under crunch all the time. When I was younger, I really wanted to be in the game industry, but ultimately I just did not end up in that field. I think nowadays the tools for making video games are so freely available, and there's like a bajillion tutorials that I think most people can just go into indie work if, you know, they have the time and resources to do so, rather than having to be beholden to working for a giant traditional publisher. Something along those lines, but maybe I'm just talking out of my ass and I don't know what I'm actually talking about. Who knows? We're gonna prioritize this real quick over this one. Higher number means higher priority. Come on, we're almost done with the update, right? Actually, we're gonna pause this real quick. I want all hands on deck for this one. There we go. Slam out that update. Come on. Maybe after the update, the game will be way more popular. Oh, actually, no, okay, we're at 4,000 people buying it. Like, that's actually... Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. Our publishers are dying. IO Interactive shut down. I have to pick a new company. Okay, we'll do Doom Evada because I think Doom Evada is the one we're working with right now for the other stuff. So Sodium Shield 5 will do Doom Evada as well as our primary publisher. We'll work with whoever's willing to work with us and not actually, like, you know, not going to screw us over. God, that is a lot of bugs. Come on. We're almost there. Gotta get the last part of that update out. I guess technically a major... Oh, wait, actually... You know what we can do? Because it's a game, we're actually allowed to design expansion packs. So we can actually make an expansion for this, and it's not the worst thing ever. Just have to decide what are we adding to the expansion pack. A new story, new characters, new... that's a really cheap expansion. That's really not worth it, though. The $1. You know, maybe we need to... We might need to actually update the engine. Yeah, okay, so here's the strategy. I think what we're going to do is we're going to update the engine, and then we can make another game off of the engine. I think that's probably the correct thing to do if we wanted to keep using the eLove engine. We'll use the we'll call it the eLove engine 2. Twice the lovin', and it'll be great. And that's how we're gonna succeed. Look how this thing is taking forever to update. It's so close. It's so close. Come on, just a few more audio and 2D stuff. What do you think? Do you think our software company is a disaster? Probably. Most people who probably work in the software industry are like, this is terrible. How dare you? I also need to see who's like live right now because I'm probably gonna end soon. My mouth is starting to get a little nutty. Like the tongue being swollen is just driving me a little mad. So I don't want to deal with that. Okay. Let's get this real quick. I probably could have solved a lot of my problems just by hiring more staff. All right, who's alive at this hour? Falu, Bunsenberry. Let's see. Maybe we raid Bunsen or Interest. Let's see. Interest is playing some odd game that I've never heard of. Hobo Tough Life. Or you can watch French Fantasy 14. 13? 33. French Fantasy 33. Oh my god, I'm burning through cash. Actually, wait, that's not... We're actually not losing that much. Surprisingly, that's not that much money. Okay. Come on, the final update. Oh my god, so many bugs. Come on. Come on. What's left here? What's... Just finishing up the audio? You know what? That's fine. Screw it. Just release it. No, you actually have to finish it all the way through. That's annoying. Okay. Let's develop Sodium Shield now. Don't really care. We got to get that slammed out soon anyways. It's due in about 1 year. So we'll start the code. Oh my gosh. I need more audio engineers. The biggest issue, unironically, is just not having enough audio engineers. Oh my lord. All right. Infodave, congratulations. You're now audio engineer 2. Exonia is now audio engineer 2. Xanth is now 2D engineer 3. This dude is audio 2. This dude is audio 2. You're And then Fear, we're gonna make you Audio 3. Congratulations, that's your specialty. But I can't finish this update until these two have finished the audio system upgrades, which apparently is like very, very difficult to do. On the other hand, Sodium Shield 6 is already getting a lot of followers because apparently that's the only thing we know how to make. Oh my god. Oh, no, I don't want to hear Audio Jungle no more. I know exactly what you're referencing to. I hate that I know what that's referring to. The players have found 926 bugs in the game. It's so bad. There's so many bugs. How did they... Oh my gosh, hold on. All right, there. We finally released our first major update. Oh, Lord. It only took forever. Can I make expansion packs now? Oh, look at this. I can make an expansion pack and it'll actually make money. All right, how about an expansion pack that features a side story with 3 new characters and 2 new boss fights? Oh, it's 3 new boss fights. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, here's our expansion pack. What are we calling this thing? So it was called Heart for Heart's Butler, and we're gonna call the expansion let's see, made for you. Got it. That's the name that we're looking for. Yeah, it's fine. It's a terrible name. Why am I doing this to myself? And it takes less than a year to slap out anyways, with almost 0 consumer reach. Sure, just... Oh, wait. Oh, there's no I didn't pick a publisher for this, did I? Okay, just kidding, Lamau. I think we need to cancel this project. I don't think you can actually do a publisher for a expansion pack. You're kind of on your own for that, which is really silly. All right, let's see if that update will give people okay, yeah, see, so the update caused a lot more people to purchase the product. So clearly, whatever we're doing, it's working good. Anyways, that's the software development experience. Isn't it a great, horrifying thing that people have to deal with on a regular basis? Truly one of the things of all time. Anyways, I'm gonna go to sleep because I'm tired and I have other things I gotta do before I go to bed. Hopefully you enjoyed, comrades, the little software development stream thing. Tomorrow, I put down on the list that I'm gonna do art. We'll see if I hold myself true to doing art. If I don't do art, I don't know. Maybe someone's gonna yell at me. We'll find out. But regardless, I hope you had fun listening to me ramble for the past God knows how long. 4 hours. Have a good night, everyone. Oh, my stream deck is broken. Okay, that's weird. Say hi to Bunsenberry. She's playing the French Fantasy 33, which is a game that I will eventually play on my own personal time at some point. Good night, everyone. Goodbye, and I don't know. Eat some soup before you go to bed. That's the way it should be. All right, goodbye.